Sports fans are gearing up at Interstate Sports, your home for officially licensed fan gear. We have jerseys, custom frames, team signs, draft tumblers, and more. For every sports fan's needs, visit interstatesportsgifts.com.
Welcome to Coach Hayes Football Live. He can talk about anything from high school to the pros. This guy knows the game, so you better not be half-stepping.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is going to agree with me before they agree with you.
Strap in, because Coach Hayes is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
Subscribe now and check out CoachHayesFootball.com.
Oh, baby, what's up? What's up? What's up? Talk to me. Let me know everything looks good, sounds good. We're going to get this thing rocking and rolling. We're going to talk to the people. We want to hear from the people. Pro Florida State. I got my Whitney shirt on because didn't we almost have it all? Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, Florida State got kicked to the curb. My goodness, my goodness. Talk to him, Whitney. What you got to say, baby? Huh? What you got to say to him, baby? My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Hold on. I got people calling in. I ain't even.
All participants are muted.
I ain't even put the phone number up. I already know who this is on the line, and they're going to give us the business right there. That's the Oracle. I saw it already, but let me do my little opening monologue here. There were a lot of things last night. We did a night shift in the Champagne Room. We watched both of the games. We watched the Alabama game, Alabama-Georgia game. We watched the Florida State-Louisville game. We had a good time. We back at it again. But boy, oh boy, somebody gets screwed in this process. But before I go ahead and get started real quick, just let everybody know. I got to put it right here. If you want to join our membership, please go ahead and do so right down below. All you have to do is hit the join button. If you're an Apple user, all you have to do is go through your Safari browser. LMV, the producer, has already put it up here, so follow those directions right there. If not, all the information is in the description as well. Something about Apple and Google fighting. I don't know, man. They got cyber beef, so you got to go around the corner to get on in. That's what it is. But anyway, wow. Also, check out our sponsor right there. Look at that, man, right on time. InterstateSportsGifts.com. If you want to redo your man cave, your she shed, and I also learned a new one. For the older ladies, they call it the hen's nest. So if you want to redo your hen's nest, I guess, then go ahead and do that with your favorite team, memorabilia and stuff. One of the best sports memorabilia shops in the world is InterstateSportsGifts.com. My man Trevor is awesome. It'll definitely help you out. And if you see something on the website or you don't see something on the website that you may like, or you see it in another team brand, give them a call. I guarantee he can hook you up. All right. Also, man, what else we got? We got coffee. Coach Hayes, we still got coffee. Somebody will need some coffee up in here. This is bad business right now. It is what it is. But anyway, let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Let's see what's going on. Florida State gets snubbed. And a lot of people gave this scenario. A lot of people did say that Michigan would pop to 1, Washington 2, Texas 3, Alabama 4. Shout out to them. To be very honest, as much as I hate it for Florida State, the business side says put these teams in. I get it. I'm really not mad at this as long as Texas got in. Now, if Alabama would have gotten in, I said this last night, if Alabama would have gotten in and Texas didn't, then that's totally a sham. Flo, what's up with you, baby? Let me know if you got a show going on tonight. We'll definitely send the people there, man. So I say all that to say, that's what's wild about it, right? If you look at Alabama, who was ranked number 8, they beat the number 1 team, Georgia, which is number 1. Knocks Georgia out completely knocks them out. And I still think they would have made a good game. But here's what the real story is. They want Alabama in the playoffs. And you couldn't put Alabama in the playoffs if you didn't put Texas in. Because what I think would have happened, because Texas beat Alabama, let's go back. Just hear me out. Because Texas beat Alabama. Shout out to Flo. Y'all go check him out at 8:45. Talking that Canes, baby. Because Texas beat Alabama, they could not leapfrog Texas. They could not leapfrog Texas. So they had to push Georgia out as well. I think Kirby Smart still got snubbed too. Also, I think he got snubbed because you've been the number one team. Yeah, you lost. Yes, you did. You lost this game. Still a hard-fought game, but you lost this game. But they really want Alabama in. And I don't think they would have, with Alabama beating Georgia, they wouldn't have pushed Georgia down to say 4 and put Texas 3 or put Georgia 3, Texas 4, whatever. I just think it's bad business all the way across the board. I believe, and I don't think they'll do this, but they just need to do it like everybody else do. Look at Smooth. Smooth, you better call in. You better call in tonight, Smooth. I ain't seen you in a minute. But again, they want Bama in there so bad. That's bad business. But anyway, I think they need to do like everybody else. NFL has it. The winners go on, the losers don't. And that's just what it is, unfortunately. Pop Warner does it that way. High school does it that way. NFL does it that way. I may be wrong. The XFL did it that way. Canadian League does it this way. Only college football is the odd man out. And I don't understand why they put the fate of these teams' hands in the hands of these men. And again, we know they have ulterior motives. Somebody in the chat last night, I forgot who it was, and I apologize. But they brought it up. ABC, ESPN, they show these games. And it's business. But what are we saying? What are we saying to the teams like Florida State? You could put, include name here. I don't care what school. I know I'm a Miami fan. I get it. And I was supposed to hate Florida State. And I know the fan base, the Miami fan base. But Coach, if you don't like Florida State, if you like Florida State or you cheer for them to go on, then you're not a Cane fan. That's not necessarily true. I'm looking at it just in general. I don't care what university it is, right? And I told you this. I don't like Florida State. I hate Florida, though. I hate Florida. I don't like Florida State. But the only reason I don't like them is because they're the rival. But again, we have a lot of family, a lot of friends that have gone on, played there, went to school there, whatever the case may be. I got a very good friend that's on the coaching staff there. You know what I mean? But I don't know, dog. I don't know. That's tough business. Go ahead and start calling in, but the phone line's already jumping. 862-799-9956. The number is right here. Go ahead and start calling in. Let's build up the queue a little bit. And let me give some love out to a couple of people, a couple of members in the building. We'll definitely make it happen. Omega Red. There we go. Salute, Coach. What's up with you, man? Shad in the building. Appreciate it. FSU has done it on TV, but not on the computer. Shad, slap your face. You know why I got to slap your face, Shad? Because we're going in the champagne room. Stay in the champagne room. Make a shirt out of that. My burner account. Appreciate you, man. Let me see who. LMV, of course. Of course, LMV in the building. Let me see here. Who else I got? Who else we got? Joshua Steele. Didn't I call it yesterday, Coach? You did, Joshua Steele. You surely did. You called it. That's crazy. Nassau Jones in the building. Says, what's good, Coach Hayes? I hate FS Poo. But they got robbed. Yeah, they got robbed. They better go fill out a doggone police report. And I actually called Coach Mike Norville, got his number. You go check it out on my Twitter account. I called him right at the end of the night shift. I may play it for you guys here today. I'm not sure. But I called it on the night shift. And we're going to play golf tomorrow. We're going to play golf because they don't have practice. So we're going to play golf tomorrow. Bergie for the $5. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Bergie, in the building. He says, forget everything. My dumb A tried to make sense of it last night. Apparently, I don't know squat. Just embarrassing for FSU. Bad move. Yeah, man, that's tough. But like I said, that's crazy. And also, Byron Lamb in the building for another, what we got here? $4.99. All right. Let me get hit the phone. You guys are loading it up right now. Here we go. Byron Lamb in the building. I think they got it right. Nobody is talking about Texas being in front of FSU with one loss, and their loss is worse. Yes. If you were going to take Florida State out, if you're going to take them out, okay. But then you also take Georgia out. Like you moved the number 8 team all the way to the number 4 team, 17 to the 3 team. I don't know. Like, and again, I keep saying I understand both sides of the coin. I understand the fairness, and I also understand the business, right? I understand it. It's just the committee decided to go with business, and that's what it is. And how wild will it be if Alabama win the Natty? Oh, my gosh, bro. But I'm going to tell you what else is going to be wild, because the whole premise, let's be real, the whole premise behind this game, behind this decision was to create better games in competition. The whole premise behind this was to say these matchups would be better than Florida State playing with their third-string quarterback. But what if we go in the first round and it's a blowout? What if Michigan doesn't show up and Alabama beats them? Oh, let me go back. Let me rewind it, because I about to put my foot in my mouth. Almost did. What if Alabama, I'm just saying, it's all hypothetical. What if Alabama comes out against Michigan? Just saying. Michigan beat them 35-10 or something like that. Or Texas. Texas come out against Washington. Penix say, I'm finna get this Heisman, baby. And they beat them, 37-14 or something like that. I'm just saying. Y'all don't kill me in the chat. Don't Twitter finger me to death. I'm just saying. Just putting it out there. You tell me. I have no clue. All right, we got another dono, and I'm going to the phone lines. Joshua Steele for the 49. If Georgia wins that game, FSU makes it. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. Unfortunately, why should Florida State, undefeated Florida State, conference champion Florida State, have to depend on another conference team to win a game to get their conference in? That's all I'm saying. But I will say this. Because you did 4 teams and you had 5 conferences, there's always going to be an odd man out. We've seen that with the Pac-12 in the past. We saw that with the Pac-12 in the past. And that's what makes it funky. So, I don't know. We'll definitely check it out. We'll definitely see. I appreciate it. I think I want to. Should I play this call to Mike Norvell? I don't know if y'all heard the call. Pretty cool. But I'll play it at some point. Maybe I'll play it on the break or something. But we'll see. I just put it up on Twitter. Y'all go check it out on Twitter. My goodness. All right, let's get this thing started. I already know who the first caller of the night is. It's about to go down right now. I appreciate the donos. Go ahead and hit that up. Hit up Cash App or whatever the case may be. Let's make it happen. First call of the night. I already know. Be prepared.
Let's get the obvious stuff out of the way. We're all here to do what we're all here to do. Because you didn't come here to make the choice. You've already made it. You're here to try to understand why you made it. I thought you'd have figured that out by now.
I think this is the perfect intro for the Oracle because the committee has already made the choice. But we just here to try to figure out why they made a choice. And I thought you'd have figured that out by now. The Oracle is going to let us know why the committee made this choice. Ms. Wilcox, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Hi, Coach. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing today, Ms. Wilcox? This should be interesting.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. What about yourself?
I'm doing okay. I'm feeling good.
Well, let's get to it because number one, Florida State, I told you so. I gave you the ups way back when you, Louisville, and the referee decided to duke Miami. Miami should have been what Texas is, and you might not believe it or not. But see, when you do something wrong and go along with the crowd gonna out you, ain't nothing you can do. Even though you went 13-0, and your defense, just like Miami, wins the game. You had played more conference games than Alabama, Georgia, that you should be in there.
That's right.
These people have been setting these games up so long. But you ate that pink cake and forgot about Miami, and you did wrong. You see, the referee decided Alabama didn't beat Georgia. Even some of the reporters like, why didn't the referee throw that flag to investigate when that ball hit the ground? They rushed to go on to the next play. Alabama should have been penalized for that.
Mm-hmm.
And that ball should have been, it was dropped on the ground. He didn't have full control of the ball. But they couldn't say nothing because it's all in a package deal, like I told you.
Yes,
they
ma'am.
don't want to pay the player.
That's
I
right.
go back to Texas A&M. I told you they had to get that one out because he let leaks out at every end. He didn't care. Then he told you last year or this past summer, you bring it to my house, I'm going to let everybody know what's going on.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the next. How can a team has 2 violations and nobody in the world has said anything about Michigan? Sit there. Now, it was Miami. Miami was stripped. FBI came. The NCAA came. And the bald head man, he was right up in it. Why didn't he step up? Huh? Because guess what? He's all right. He's going to jump to the NFL. And the team and the school going to change ship to another coach. And everything's supposed to be all right.
That's right.
This is time for y'all to see what's going on. All this covering up, all this using these players, the money coming out. They don't care nothing about who, just winning. Now, Florida State, your coach is Miami Hurricane head coach, the defense. You didn't ever once hug him or show him, not one time on television, what the work he's doing behind the closed door. But the head coach got coach of the year. But they showed you ain't man enough because you took the okie-doke. The okie-doke that you took was you was all right that you all had the zebras to help y'all to get what y'all going to get. And Miami really won that game. Even Louisville, Miami really won that game. Miami might have lost one game, or they might have lost none. But they made sure they're not going to get there. Are they ready yet? Are they ready yet? How can you sit there and lie and say, is anybody ready yet? Because the game ain't played before you can say it. That means you rigging money all across the United States, taking money off these kids' back. A lot of them don't even have degrees because the ones sitting there, they all said, oh, we're not worried about Florida State. They ain't getting in. You don't have no compassion what you said there about these young men to hurt them like that. Mm-hmm. I told you, blood ain't blood. You can squeeze the turnip, they don't bleed. It's about their family. It's about them making money. But they sure enough made sure Miami Hurricanes go down, put the FBI on them and everything, and held in so many years for what they doing now.
Yes, ma'am.
Georgia really supposed to be in. Georgia had more conference won than Alabama. Alabama barely won.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
you gonna make a man out of man when you could not be on top of a team, beating them first? You come from behind. You ain't no better than nobody else.
Yes,
Who
ma'am.
says you're a champ?
Yes, ma'am.
Wipe yourself and smell yourself. You ain't a man yet. You humble yourself to take and take. The bear is talking now because he was a real man. He went on and got his players. We're going to win this. If we don't, I'm going to get me one of those. But he never had to steal or whatever else to say that he's number one.
Yes, ma'am.
He made sure every kid got a degree or their children can go to Alabama. But now, Alabama have means in Alabama State. You
Yes.
fishing down in Florida. Now wake up, Florida State. Now wake up, Florida. Okay?
Yes,
At
ma'am.
this time, this is all rigged. And I don't care what nobody says.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can see it before your eyes. Just because you come from behind and win 1 or 2 points, you the champion. What champion you are? You need some Sherman tissue and wipe twice and smell yourself. Because this is going to be rigged the rest of the way. For you to be a champ, it's a sad story, and the bear don't like it. Bear Bryant never stooped that low. He was the real one. And I like his smoke. And I'm out. Good night. But Florida State, you'll learn to love Miami because your coach is from Miami. And your defense is the number 1 champ next to Miami. Learn to walk. Don't do the talking. And that pink cake, smell yourself. Light it and go get your chocolate cake and Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye, Miss Wilcox. For the 449 people on this live, just know that your cranium has been cracked and your brain has been fertilized with the knowledge or maybe the stuff that you wiped yourself twice with and smell. That's good fertilizer. I don't know. I don't know how to follow this up. Can we start hashtag smell yourself? In the chat, please. Hashtag smell yourself. Hashtag wipe twice. Because what you just witnessed here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Oracle, a.k.a. Ms. Wilcox. She knew what she's talking about. Thought you would have known that by now. I just want to let y'all know that. Appreciate it. Big wig cleaner for the $4.99. The committee did the Lord's work today. In 2000, we beat FSU late in the season, and they jumped us to play Oklahoma for the title. I have zero sympathy for Florida State. I hear you. That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all think that's a smoke detector. That's not a smoke detector, Ms. Wilcox. Every time she says, see, that's for the small-minded people on this chat that don't understand what Ms. Wilcox is saying. And they don't understand her true powers. See, y'all think that's a smoke detector. No. Every time that thing beep, that means she says something of true importance. And it was to catch your attention. Because as you started to drift away from the true knowledge of the Oracle, and you started to drift, you heard that beep, and it caught your attention. You like, aha. Y'all better stop playing, man. Y'all better stop playing. All right. I'm gonna let that rest now. I ain't gonna keep bothering y'all with that. You keep watching this show, y'all will know the Oracle don't play. Shout out to Charmin. If y'all like to do a NIL deal with Coach Hayes, y'all more than welcome. come holler at Coach Hayes. And Charmin, we'll definitely put your nice little tissue roll right up there. We'll make it happen. 2-ply. Anyway, get down, Brown, in the building. Get down, talk to us.
Coach, what's going on, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. My mind is open. My third eye is wide open right now. Talk to me.
The first 10 seconds, man, I want to give it up for the Oracle. Man, she fertilized your brain. Huh? Shout out to Miss Wilcox, man. But she amazing. And
That's
she
right.
said she with that Bear Bryant smoke, not that Nick Saban smoke.
Yeah,
and Bear Bryant was one of the greatest.
Yeah, hey, can I say this? Can I say this though? Get down.
Yes.
She's half woman, half amazing. I'm trying to tell you, y'all better stop playing with her, man. All right.
Hey, y'all better stop playing with Miss Wilcox.
Talk to me, man. Let's get into it.
Hurricane fan since 1983. Saw it all, heard it all, done it all concerning these Canes. 1999, the Bowl Championship Series was created to pick the best team to play for the national championship. 2000 Hurricanes opening game was at Washington, the same Washington that made the playoffs. Congratulations, Huskies. The Huskies gave the Hurricanes their only loss for the year 2000. That was my coach, Butch Davis. We ran the table, knocked off, blooded FSU nose, and knocked one of their football players out on the sideline. Go Google it and see. Beat them. We run the table. We win out. But it's in the Seminoles to go play baseball for the national championship in college football, and they lost 10-2 to Oklahoma. Totally wasted their shot. That would have been our fifth natty because we would have scored more than 10. 2001, we run the table, we win our fifth natty, which should have been our sixth natty. Fast forward to the day, football karma is real. I'm a true Hurricane. I got -10 degrees for the FSU Seminoles. So I'm rejoicing like I scratched off 100,000 or maybe $500,000. They didn't get in. They shouldn't have got in 23 years ago. Moving forward, now they'll get a chance to play the Georgia Bulldogs. So committed, I know how to fix it. Get down, Brian, gonna fix it. Georgia versus FSU for the Play Championship for 2023-2024. What you think? Huh? It'll sell out.
It'll sell out. It'll sell out.
It'll sell out. Because both of them got snubbed. Georgia got snubbed. FSU got split. FSU got snubbed. Georgia Bulldog got, hey, y'all play for it. Play for the People's Championship.
The people. Hey, look, hold up, get down, bro. I said, hold up. You talking some talk now. I see your brain been fertilized. I see you've been at the Oracle School of Third Eye-isms. Let me tell you something, get down. You might be talking some good talk now. Georgia, I'm being serious here. This is why I love talking to the people.
I'm just talking.
No, but listen, I love talking to the people because, again, I don't claim to know everything. But I love talking to the people because I never thought of it. Georgia, Florida State play in the bowl game for the People's Championship. Huh?
For the People's Championship. Huh?
And they could put that in their stadium. Whoever wins can put it in their stadium like UCF did, the school down the road here. Put their national championship.
Right.
Yeah. I'm with you. Come on, boy, get down. Get down. You might be get down, Brown, but your third eye wide open, my man. I'm loving it.
It's wide open and it's never shut. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you go. Get to the rest of the callers. I'm gonna put you in the get down mobile. If they pair them two teams up, we going live to go live, and we don't watch games inside the stadium.
What we watching, that dog?
In the champions. Come on, man. You a champ. I'm a champ. Man, slap. Hey, matter of fact, slap the committee and tell them to slap them 2 times. Thank you. Yeah, y'all wake up, committee.
One more.
You heard what Orca said. She told FSU to wake up. Committee, wake up. Fix it. Georgia versus FSU. I'm about Coach.
I'm loving it. Hold on, I got 2 more slaps because it's 5 of them on the committee, right? That's 4, and I got 1 more. I'm gonna give a backhand to that last dude. Put that whiskey glass down, homeboy. All right,
he should have had cane juice. Hey, go Canes, man. Pack your bags, Coach. We going to the ship number 2.
I love it. I love it, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's get down, Brown. Jonathan Cook for the $5. If Miami fans weren't so busy living in the past, they would already know they are playing UGA in the Orange Bowl. Oh, okay. My bad. Wasn't that interested. Appreciate the $5.
Hey,
okay.
Coach, slap him.
Slap
him, Coach.
Slap him.
Yeah. Slap the guy that's made that comment.
I just slapped him. You want me to slap him one more time?
What? One more time for me. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm gone.
All right, brother. All right, they're playing in the Orange Bowl. There it is then. I guess we talking about nothing. I just saw a coworker up here. Oh, man. This might be one of the biggest Florida State fans in the world. Jessica, what's up with you? College football player robbed us bad. Yeah, they did. I have to be honest with you. They robbed y'all bad. Big shout out to you. Hope all is well with you. Hope all is well with you. Jonathan Cook, slap him. Slap him. Oh, get some. I don't know. I'm just talking trash. All right, we got Woods in the building. Y'all getting the donos. The Woods for the $10. I'm a Hurricanes fan. It's time for us to lead the ACC. Obviously, the committee don't respect us. The committee's biased considering all the years Clemson was included in the college football playoffs. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the $10. We're going to definitely make it happen, man. All right, here we go. Let's push on here to our next caller. What's up? Greetings from Arizona. All right, Arizona in the house. E. Brown talking about I'm boycotting the damn NCAA. Man, you're going to be right there in the champagne room watching the games with us. Cut it out. You ain't boycotting nothing. Cut it out. I mean, right now. All right, let me go ahead to Shad in the building, man. We got quite a few members in here calling me. All right, going to Shad. Shad, talk to us.
Coach Hayes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. You are the chosen one. Aren't you the crystal ball of this thing? Did you or did you not say this as well?
Yeah, I said it. Hey, but Coach, you know, everyone's upset, but this is what the committee has in their bylaws, in their policy dating back to 2014. It says unavailability of key players and coaches that may have affected a team's performance during the season, and this is the key part right here, or likely will affect this postseason performance. That's one of the factors that they put into this decision.
Okay.
Now, FSU, whatever. Nobody wants to sit there and watch y'all get ran off the field by Michigan or Washington or whoever. The problem that I have is this. Alabama shouldn't be the 4th seed. The 4th seed should be OSU. Because
Ohio State?
OSU, as I said, Ohio State, because Ohio State lost to number 3 Michigan. And Ohio State fell to 6 behind Oregon. So I can understand Texas getting in there because they beat Alabama. But why does Alabama get the jump Michigan? I mean, why does Alabama get the jump
Ohio State?
Ohio State. Why do they get to jump Ohio State?
Because they got to have an SEC school in there. They got to have an SEC school in there.
They don't have to have.
Well, they don't have to, but we know they have to, right? Like, that's the problem.
But Coach, I'm just gonna make this last point, and I'm gonna get out the phone. I don't only need the 2 minutes.
Okay.
I said this on my live video earlier. I said one thing about the committee is I feel like the committee has not tried to make the same mistake twice, and this is why I'm saying this. And I said this last night. In 2014, Florida State got the benefit of the doubt as they struggled through the entire season, only to lose 59-20.
Mm-hmm.
That was 2014. Also, what happened in 2014 is Baylor lost to TCU in a conference championship game, and the committee punished them for that. And Ohio State got in the game. So last year, to not make that same mistake again, the same exact thing happened again. TCU lost. The Big 12 team lost their conference title game. They put TCU in there, and they saw what happened. So, again, I'm just going back to 2014. Florida State, y'all blew it then. This ain't. I'm not with the 2000 conspiracy karma. I'm going with 2014. You embarrassed the ACC in 2014. And the committee said, we're not going to let y'all do that again, because if y'all embarrassed it with y'all best quarterback since Charlie Ward, what the heck y'all going to do with doggone Tate Rotormaker or Rotor-Rooter? That's what I'm going to call him. Tate Rotor-Rooter. What y'all going to do?
You know what, Shad? You know what?
That's my call. That's my Tate Rotor-Rooter. Put that in the chat. Hashtag Tate Rotor-Rooter. That's my call, Coach.
I appreciate it, Shad. Shad said he need 2 minutes. He got 2.5 minutes. Here's my question then. Here's my question. Since everybody wants to know, here's my real question. If it's been controversy since 2014, and it's been so much uproar since 2014, then why have they not changed it to where the teams that win are in? Set it up that way. Put that in the words of Ms. Wilcox, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Huh? That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got another cool from the crib, another member in the building. Talk to me.
What's going on? Shout out to the Oracle and company.
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Gotta be honest with you. It's funny. Shad predicted this. He wanted to see y'all win the ACC and get snubbed in the playoffs.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, bro, y'all didn't have, like, come on. Like, nobody wants to see, like he said, Rotormaker or whatever, Rotor-Rooter or whatever they call him, bro. Like, nobody wants to see y'all in the playoffs, bro. Nobody wants to see that. Now, I will say this. It is interesting. The only thing that makes sense to me as far as Bama being able to be in the spot that they are, or even Washington. I mean, Washington went through a schedule where they had they played like a lot of ranked teams. Like dang near the the whole pack, 12 is ranked. But FSU, bro, you struggled against Boston College. You struggled against even with Clemson. You went overtime with Clemson. Mm-hmm. It's like, like, bro, y'all just can't cut it. Just can't cut it. But this little committee, man, just don't fit the criteria. Just don't fit the criteria. And I'm going to be like, who that was, old school? He was like, I got all the time in the world. No, I'm just kidding, Coach. But, no, it's real interesting.
Sorry, John.
I just hate being stuck in Rutgers.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, I got my sis on the line. She a Florida State grad. Got married at the stadium. She got snubbed. Oh, she got robbed. She got robbed. Like Martin say, I got robbed. God damn. Anyway, I hear you, man, but I appreciate it, man. Let me push on here cool and get through some of these calls. We got quite a few.
And I'm not.
Leave the Oracle alone. And I'll be right now. Slap happy for the $5. Slap me 2 times. No problem. Give you one. Give you that front hand. And then we're going to hook you up with a backhand. Here you go. That crap out of here, man. Hey, if you want to get slapped, go ahead and pay that money. I'll slap you. Ain't no problem with it. And I ain't doing nothing else now. I ain't getting into all the, the extracurriculars. Now I'm just going to slap your face. I ain't pulling out no whips and all that. So if you into that, wrong channel. But if you want your face slapped, and go ahead, you can pay that money. I ain't got no problem. All right, I'm just talking trash. All right, let me go and get to the next call in the building, man. Oh, shoot, that's what I was listening to. All right, next call in the building. Next member is, Daryl Page in the building. DP, what's up with you, man? Save me, dog. Save me.
What it do, Coach Hayes? What it do, man? Hey, I want to say I got to put some context on Bama, dog, because, a lot of people are looking over some big key points and some context with these schedules.
Okay.
Now, here we go. Alabama had the 5th toughest schedule in the nation. They went 12-1. They lost to the 3rd ranked team in the nation. But guess what? They beat the number 1 ranked team in the nation. So you know what that sounds like? The 4th best team in the nation. Florida State had the 55th best schedule, strongest schedule in the nation, the 55th. The strongest team they played was LSU. Guess who also beat LSU? Alabama. Nick Saban in Alabama is the standard. They've been the standard, and that's what everybody want to get to, just like Georgia. So you can't hate when they did what they were supposed to do, and they only lost to the 3rd ranked team. How can you punish Bama for losing to the 3rd best team when they beat the 1st best team? And Florida State, they ain't have a tough schedule. And I'm going to put some context on what Ms. Wilcox said. She said we got robbed and Florida State need to appreciate Miami. You want to know why? Because if the refs didn't rob Miami and Miami would have went in Florida State undefeated and Florida State beat an undefeated ranked Miami, then it looks better on their resume. But because we got robbed, Florida State got robbed. And that's what it is. That's why Bama is in there.
Okay, so here's my only question. With all that being said, why would they rank them so low then, right? Why would you rank them under? Because didn't Oregon lose before this loss? This makes their 2nd loss, right? Or their 1st loss?
Yes.
So my thing is, why?
All that come.
No, but hear me out. So why not, if they're scheduled? See, this is what I don't like. What I don't understand, rather, is
I'm going to answer your question. Go ahead.
I know, but people want to consider strength of schedule, which I think is a valid criteria. But they only want to consider it at the very end when you should have said, okay, well, Alabama got this. What did you say? The 5th hardest schedule. The 5th hardest schedule. But yet you rank them lower than everybody else in the sense of Oregon. Oregon had lost the game already, right? They had already lost to Washington. So why wouldn't you put Texas and Oregon Texas and Alabama higher than Oregon in the previous year? I mean, in the previous weeks. You get where I'm coming from with this? Like,
Coach, yes, because you want to know why, Coach? Because Washington was a top-ranked team that Oregon lost to. They lost to somebody respectable. You can't just lose to anybody and think you finna get up in there. They lost to
no. Hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Oregon should be in the playoffs.
And then the last thing too is also style points and strength of schedule. It depends on how you win in your games, how you look while you win in your game. Florida State been struggling in multiple games, like Shad said also.
I hear all that. And I can go down all this rabbit hole, but I get where you're coming from. I'm not saying Oregon should have been in there. I'm saying that when you were doing the rankings, week 11, week 10, week 9, when Washington beat Oregon, and of course you're talking about the strength of schedule for Alabama and so forth and so on, let's look at it. Why are they not ranked higher? Because you can also argue Alabama has had some close wins, right? They beat Auburn by 3 points. They struggled with USF, right, with South Florida, a group of 5 team. They had other teams, other games I think they won by just 3 points. Again, I understand why they have a tougher schedule per se, but I'm just saying, why rank them at 8 when Texas and Alabama should have been pushed up? It's just, to me, can I be very honest? I don't know why we're splitting atoms, and I say we, I'm talking about everybody, including the committee, when you just simply make it the top in the conference championship goes first round of the playoffs. It eliminates all this other ranking stuff because nobody else does rankings. Do the NFL do rankings? Does the NFL say, hey, the Dolphins are ranked number 2 in the nation right now based on some committee? No, they're based on their rank in their division, but they're not ranked based on strength of schedule, this, that, and the other. You win, you're in. And I don't know, again, I know the money component of it. I get it. But my thing
is, Coach, everything you saying is arguing the committee point. If you win your conference, you win. And then it goes down to if it's a tie, who had the better schedule and who had a stronger schedule, who had better style points.
You're right. And right now, Florida State,
Alabama and Florida State, Alabama looked it better winning their games. Even when they had a Jordan Travis, they struggled to beat a Boston College in a fashionable way. They struggled to beat a Clemson in a fashionable way. Hell, they struggled to beat us in a fashionable way.
Hold up, cool. I'm sorry, callers. Hold up. Hold up, DP. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I ain't gonna let this do me like hold up. And I mean right now, hold up. I'm looking at Alabama. Okay. Let's look at Alabama right now. Hold up. Hold up. So this dang old computer. It's time to get a new one. Okay. Alabama beat an unranked Auburn who just got their butt kicked by New Mexico State. 30-something or whatever, 10 or whatever it was. They beat them by 3 points. Alabama beats a Tennessee by 14. I'm sorry. Arkansas. That's what I'm looking at. They beat Arkansas, an unranked Arkansas, by 3 points. Alabama beats an unranked Texas A&M by 6 points. And they only beat South Florida 17-3. So they beat them they only scored 17 points in the South Florida game. So I'm saying to you, yes, you're right. However, those are 4 games that were not like blowouts or convincing wins, I guess is the right way to say it, right? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go to Florida State.
I got you though. I got you there. Come on.
Smoke.
Yeah, I say I got you. So come on. I'm finna ask you a question right now.
I want that smoke.
I'm finna say who got more key wins, because they beat the same team y'all beating, which is the best win at the FSU. Alabama beat LSU, and then they beat the number 1 team in the nation also.
Well, they did beat the number 1 team. I get that, but that's not what we talked about. So just let me have this, dog. You gotta let me live for me. Now I'll just tease. Hold on, let me see. So Florida State. Hold on. Let me click my buttons here. Oh, I got all this daggone lag, but I'm clicking buttons. All right. Florida State beat Clemson by a touchdown, right? Unranked Clemson beat them by a touchdown. They beat a struggling, would you consider a Boston College, by 2 points. I'm trying to think who else was close. They beat Miami by 7. And then they had the conference championship. They beat Louisville by 10 with their backup quarterback, but they beat them by 10, or second backup quarterback. I'm just bringing up the point to say, yeah, everybody got close wins, but I think it's all relative, dog. I don't know why I'm fighting this. I should just let y'all talk.
This is what to make this point stronger. Mm-hmm. You see, Michigan had a cupcake schedule, but they beat the brakes off every cupcake that they got on their field with. So they won, and they number 2 or number 1 because of style points. So if Florida State go out there and beat the brakes off everybody on their schedule, then yeah, they deserve to be in there. But because they did not, and because they had a 55th strength schedule, that's why they got snubbed.
Yeah, dog, but they beat LSU 45-24.
And Bama beat the same LSU team.
By how much? By how much? 42-28. 42-28 versus 45-24. So it's relatively close. The same differential.
Yeah, it's about almost the same outcome. Almost.
Yeah. I don't know, dog. I'm just talking. We creating content here, but anyway, I appreciate it, dog. Let me push on, man. We can make it happen.
All right, Coach. It's all about you, baby.
Always, man. Of course. Come on, cut it out. Hey, you heard me, DP. If it's about the best team, if it's about the best team getting in, then the Miami Hurricanes should be in. I don't care if we only won 1 game. How about that?
And that's real.
And that's real. Nah, in the words of the Oracle, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
And smoke it.
Hold on, and smoke it with an H. Smoke it. Huh? Anyway, let me go and push on, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get to these quick. Got a couple quick downloads here, and we'll make it happen. Well, I'm lagging like that, man. Got me lagging up in here. All right, here we go. All right, Teron Below says, shout out to all the FSU fans that said Hurricane fans watched them in the playoff. We both going to be watching the playoffs. Yep. Helmets to the left, shoulder pads to the right. How about that? All right, Life of Bill. This was the ACC death knell. The conference is dead on arrival, DOA. And big shout out to G Paul 62 for the $10. Thank you, man. Says college football has been a TV show since 2014. The 2 years, the Final Four ratings were their lowest. 2019-20 and 2022-23, the years Alabama wasn't part of it. Thank you. Thank you, G Paul. Thank you, G Paul. That's what it's all about. And I'm going to say this. Can I say this? On December 3rd, 2023 at 8:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Nick Saban wins this national championship. He will retire. He will retire. If he wins this national championship this year, Nick Saban retires this year. 2023, December 3rd of 2023 at 8:24 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Somebody clip this out. Matter of fact, I'm going to bookmark it, and I'm going to take it out so I can play it later. If he wins this natty, he steps down. He retires. He retires. That's all I'm saying. And my last one before I get to the next caller is D-Lo 53 for the $5. Karma is a you-know-what. Yeah. But this is what they're going to do to us when we go undefeated. Oh, wow. When you say us, I know you're probably talking about Canes. Canes love. All right, here we go. Let me go to the next one. 1004. Caller 1004. Talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach. This is Anthony.
Anthony, how you doing, brother? Long time no talk to.
Coach, for me, I can't believe I'm saying this. For me, I do not care if both Washington and Florida State went undefeated. They went undefeated in weaker conferences. They shouldn't be part of the 4 best teams. To me, the 4 best teams are Texas, Michigan, Georgia, and Alabama. Washington should have not been in the top 4 at all. They should be in the top 5, but not the top 4. I feel they're going to get blown out by Michigan, to be honest. Like I don't think they have enough talent to keep up with Michigan and stuff like that. Alabama or whoever they're going to face and stuff like that, or Texas. To be honest, it should have been Georgia there. In Florida State, and they went undefeated, but to me, undefeated record doesn't matter when it comes to these plays. The 4 best teams are the teams I just told you. They didn't really deserve it to be. Washington or Florida State didn't deserve it. Just because you go undefeated doesn't necessarily mean you deserve to be in the college football playoff. To be honest.
Okay, I hear you. I want to ask you a question, but go ahead.
No. Ask your question.
All right, Anthony. I'm gonna ask this, and I'm about to get messy. Are you prepared to be messy with me?
Yes.
Okay. Take Florida State out of it, and let's substitute them with the Miami Hurricanes. Are your thoughts the same?
Yes.
So if Miami Hurricanes are 13-0, Anthony, right now, you would say the Miami Hurricanes should not be in the college football playoffs.
Yes. To me, like I said, we went undefeated in a weaker conference. And Alabama and Georgia went one loss in a stronger conference. That conference is way better, to be honest. So I'm a Hurricanes fan. I would understand why they pushed us out. So for me, if Florida State or Miami are undefeated, they really do not deserve to be in the college football. Neither does Washington. That's
so Anthony, based on your logic, there should only be an SEC national championship game, because you're saying that nobody else deserves to be. Why not? So it should be an SEC versus Big Ten national championship game.
No, Texas is in the Big 12. What do you mean?
Okay, so those 3 instead of the 5. Take that, because the ACC is not a strong conference. The ACC and Pac-12 are relatively very similar.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the only team should be and should come from SEC, Big 10, Big 12.
Yes, because they're the Big 12. I'm saying this. The reason why I'm saying Texas deserves to be, because the Big 12 beats up on each other throughout they play their schedule is round robin. They play teams twice throughout the year. It's not 1 year. It's not once every year for like the ACC and the Pac-12 do.
Whoa, Anthony, whoa. What do you mean they play each other twice? There's nobody playing each other twice in college, unless they go to a bowl
actually, no. The Pac-12, the Big 12 does that. What do you mean? They play a round robin schedule.
Who played twice? Who played each other twice this season?
Oh, my mistake. I meant they play the team who got into the conference championship played each other twice. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, well, yeah, that's different, right? Because you're playing across conferences, right? Divisions, rather, right? You're playing East versus West. So, yeah, you can. Yes, that can happen. That can happen anywhere, though. That can happen anywhere. Yeah. So all of them do that.
But in general, for me, like I said, to me, Washington and Florida State, they're good teams, but they're not the four best teams throughout the year that were consistent. Just because you go undefeated doesn't necessarily mean you're one of the best teams.
Okay.
You agree?
I could agree, but I play who's in front of me. I mean, that's just how I look at it. I hear what you're saying, Anthony. I can agree that, you may not be the best team, but I am the best in my division. In my division, apparently, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. My division doesn't have a spot, and that's how I look at it. But I appreciate it, Anthony. I got to push on. I got quite a few.
Yeah, no, but before I go, Shad said something earlier that I agree with. Look what happened to Florida State.
2014.
The last time they got blown out. They got blown out by Alabama and stuff like that. So I think I understand that's a previous performance, but you can understand why they didn't want to see that happen again.
I got you.
Washington. I don't know why Washington's even in there. They got blown out when they got into the college football playoff the last time too.
So then guess what? So they should have taken. So hold on. So they should have taken Washington out, because if you're based on what you're saying, they're gonna get blown out by Texas. So guess what? Washington should be out.
Yeah, so it should be, like I said, Georgia,
all right,
Texas, Alabama, and Michigan. So
I love it.
Honestly, I think. Have a good day.
Thanks, bro, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. All right. Yowzers. All right. Fat Boy in the building, member in the building. Fat Boy, talk to us. Give us your thoughts. Got 2 minutes. Fat Boy. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, Fat Boy. I'm calling. I hit the button right. Fat Boy, talk to us. I got you now. Talk to me.
Coach?
I'm good.
Yeah, last night we spoke, Coach.
Yes.
On the live, and pretty much we all knew. I'm a Florida State fan, and I was hoping they'd do the right thing, but we already knew what it's going to do on the back end on that. But my only issue I have is because I'm looking at these strength of schedules, and I'm trying to find Michigan, because I swear they only really beat one good team, and everybody keeps saying that they should be. And I think Michigan should be out. Honestly, even if Florida State didn't make it, Michigan didn't play nobody but Ohio State, man. And it's like, bro, they get in there and they never win in the playoffs. People blaming Washington. How many times Washington been to the playoffs, Coach?
None.
Okay. Well, at least, they got a good quarterback, whatever. Michigan been boring all year. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just trying to get the correlation of people, and definitely Miami Hurricane fans. We're in the same, we're in the ACC together at the end of the day. And I wouldn't even want them to do y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all won y'all games, no matter if it was on your third, fourth string quarterbacks, y'all beat us, whatever, y'all should have gotten the playoffs.
And again, right.
Y'all shouldn't have got in. I'm like, no, y'all should have gotten in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because y'all played y'all schedule and y'all won.
See?
And a lot of people, they might want to be like, oh, money purposes. I'm like, Miami got money. Florida State got money too. And y'all I know we get a lot of viewership. We rate higher viewership amongst the country of a program. So I just think it's a good old boy system. And what the woman who came on first, she has a lot of validity to what she's saying to how they fix this stuff up. Because in that Georgia game, you could tell they didn't review pretty much nothing they should have reviewed, but the whole country seen what they was doing. And now they don't talk about it at all, what happened. You know what I'm saying? With the non-catching and some of the penalties and stuff. I just think it's pretty much everybody seeing a fix in a way. You know, because we got jumped, but why Ohio State's not in it? You know what I'm saying? Ohio State lost to Michigan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why they not in it? It's a whole bunch of bullcrap, and they know this kind of stuff happens. And I'm like, hey, if y'all want Bama in Texas, I pretty much say the truth. I hope Bama lose, but hopefully we get a new champion in Texas. But they're going to the SEC anyway, so it's gonna be like they winning again anyway because they got two teams in there now.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say this at the end here, Fat Boy, is the only reason I say I'm not fighting for Ohio State because they're not a conference champion. That's the only reason, right? If they were the conference champion, then it would definitely be an argument. But because they weren't at least the conference champion, Texas was a conference champion, Bama was a conference champion, Washington a conference champion, they're conference champions. Florida State is a conference champion. So therefore, I understand. And it's 5 conferences, 4 spots. Somebody has to be left out. However, I don't think, again, a 13-0 conference champion should be left out over a 1-loss conference champion. If you want to replace Georgia with Alabama, cool. But somebody still got to be left out. But somebody got to be left out.
Right.
There's 3. Hold on, but now you have 2. You took away an undefeated conference champion to put in 2 1-loss conference champions. So that's the difference. But
wow.
Yeah, but I appreciate it, man. Let me go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
go
My
ahead.
bad.
Do
Go
your
ahead.
thing, do your
I have
thing.
to do.
No, you good, man. Go ahead. Say your last piece.
No, I was going to say because like I haven't seen Michigan strength. I looked online trying to find it. I see somebody talking about like 50s and the 50s or something like that. And I'm saying so they played their whole season to play one team, and nobody's going to question the validity or how good that team is, and ain't been explosive all year. And style wins all day. I hear what some of these people saying. I'm like, bro, did y'all even watch all these things this year at all? Like, did you see these games? Because you have to watch these games to see the story of these games.
Brother, I hear you, right? So I look at Michigan's schedule right now. Michigan, hold on, Michigan's schedule right this minute. Hold on. They have not played any ranked team until they got to Penn State, excuse me. They have not played a ranked team until they got to the Penn State game, won that 24-15. And then their next ranked game was the game against Ohio State, which they were ranked 7. And then in the conference championship, they played Iowa, which was ranked number 20th. So to your point, you're right. Who are they playing? Who's their tough opponent? They kicked the season off with East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, Rutgers, Nebraska, Minnesota, Indiana, Michigan State, Purdue. Then they go and play Penn State, who was ranked number 10 at the time. Then they go to Maryland. And they only beat Maryland by a touchdown. Then they go to Ohio State, beat them by 6 points, but they were ranked number 7. And then they go to the conference. This is what I'm saying about being subjective. Being subjective is the problem, right? Oh, their strength of schedule. Well, hell, let's look at Michigan's strength of schedule. It ain't none. But anyway, I appreciate it, man. Let me push on.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, brother. All right. I'm trying to find any other members in here before I push on. Oh, Brother Jay Blaze, I see you here. You down here at the bottom. Brother Jay, talk to us. Give us your thoughts on today's deal.
What's going on, Coach Hayes?
Good.
Hey, I know it's a lot of bitterness with Florida State fans. You know, we Miami Hurricane fans, so we on the opposite side of the track. So, you know, you're gonna get a lot of upsets. You know, people disgruntled. You know, it is what it is. It happens. Everybody got their viewpoints, but that's what they got a committee. The committee ruled, and that's what they ruled on. It is what it is. It happened. It's over with. But Florida, I want to mention this about the bowl game. Florida State played Georgia in the bowl game.
Yeah, they do.
So you think Florida State gonna beat Georgia in the bowl game?
I don't think
in
so.
the Orange Bowl in Miami.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Don't make me answer that, brother
I
J.
don't
Blaze.
think so either. Would you think if Florida State would have played any one of the three at the top, you think they would have won any of those games?
I don't think they would have won, but you can't take what I'm saying is I hear what you're saying. And I agree with you. That's the financial side. But the fair side says I won what I was supposed to win to get in. You ranked me number 4 in the nation. Y'all ranked me. Think about what I'm telling you. Yeah, if you felt like hold on.
It's more than that's another point you brought up. I brought up a point. You just brought up a point, a category, but it's more categories.
I get that. I totally get it. I get that. But what I'm saying is, if you felt when Jordan Travis got hurt, you should have now knocked me. What I'm saying is knock me out of it. Don't have me in the top 4, which you know the top 4 is supposed to go, and then all of a sudden, like I hear you and I understand there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 categories of criteria that they
when
use.
you're looking at the schedule, just like you mentioned it, you came out your mouth, you mentioned it, you said it's 4 spots, it's for 5 teams. One team gonna get hurt. So we found out who got hurt, who out, and it is what it is. They just didn't make it.
You just don't like Florida State. You just don't like Florida State.
You just got it's Kleenex. It's all type of stuff.
All right, Blaze. I'm about to get messy, Blaze. Hold on, Blaze. I'm about to get messy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you want to get messy? Shout out to Brandon Marshall. Get messy. You want to get messy?
What you talking about?
I'm gonna ask you a question. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
If Miami was in the number 4 spot, went 13-0, should we have been put out? Because we basically played the same schedule. Actually, our schedule was lighter. Our schedule was lighter than Florida State's. Should we have been put out?
With all the same scenarios Florida State had.
We playing Emory. We playing with Emory Williams going into that game.
I said, with all the I said all the Florida State scenarios. That was the problem. The same scenario.
And we going into the game with Emory Williams.
No, we shouldn't have got in. No.
Well,
if it's the same scenario, nah. If they rule on it, they rule on it.
Okay. No, fair enough. All right, I'll take it.
Again, it ain't about people looking at strength. I mean, it's a lot of categories. But people can argue different points about it. And now you can argue, you still be saying the same thing next year in 24. You be still bringing this up. So it's not going to make no difference. Once they rule on it, they rule on it. But it's going to make a difference.
No, it's not going to make
a difference. You got to deal with it.
You got to deal with it. It's entertainment, though, dog. We're here to talk about it. People get up there. It's like in the barbershop, right? Yeah.
I got you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, sometimes you just got to tough it up and you got to deal with it.
All right.
What you can do, what Florida State can do, they can go out and beat Georgia and show that they supposed to have been in it. A number 1 ranked team for a long time during the season. That's what they can do.
And can I ask you this? What does that prove? But let's just say Florida State beats Georgia. Let's just say they did. I don't think so, but let's just say they did. That's even more unfair to Florida State that they go out and beat Georgia, because now you took my think about that though, Blaze. Think about what I just said. They go out and beat Georgia.
They approve a point even more.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, it means nothing because, like you said, they made a ruling, and guess what? Helmets to the left, shoulder pads to the right. That's messed up. But anyway, I'm with you, dog.
Arch rivals, Miami, Florida State.
You don't like
man. Come on, man.
I love it, man. Let me push on. I got quite a few calls.
Hey, I love y'all. Keep on going. Hey, tell my man E. Brown, man, to hold it strong because he was talking highly on Florida.
E. Brown blood pressure had went up. That boy had to get on that heart monitor.
Oh my goodness! Just check on him, Coach Hayes. Make sure he all right.
He in the chat.
Check on him.
He in the chat. He got an ice cold Ensure drink. He ready to rock and roll. Hey, chocolate insure. He got a chocolate insure, so he gonna be all right.
Oh my goodness, he got the chocolate. So make sure he got some Kleenex.
And he sprinkled some Metamucil in there and stirred it up, so he gonna be all right. Take it all at once.
He'll be all right after that.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it, up.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Coach Hayes.
All right. Shad 199. Washington made the playoff in 2016. Coach Hayes stand corrected. Appreciate that, Shad. As well as, let me see who's next up on here. G. Paul for the $5. Nobody that's getting drafted is playing in that Georgia-Florida State Orange Bowl is not worth the risk. The game is meaningless. Makes sense, though. But at the end of the day, they go towards your record. And if you win it, I hear what you're saying, G. Paul. Again, that's another deal, right? But at the end of the day, on the record, it says Florida State beat Georgia or Georgia beat Florida State. There's no asterisk saying that, X, Y, and Z player didn't play. So I get what you're saying, and you're 100% correct. However, it is what it is. All right. Let me push on here. Man, golly, this is tough right now. Okay, I'm going in order here. I got any members. I'll make sure I check any members. Man, I can't even see no more. Coach needs some doggone glasses. All right, I need glasses right here so I can see who calling in up in this joint. Oh, got my man Sports. What's up, man? Sponsor of the show. What's up? Talk to us.
Hey, Coach, been MIA for a while, man. This holiday season been killing me.
That's a good thing, though. That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I ain't complaining. Me and you can talk. I'll give you a holler probably tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
But with this, I don't feel no pity for Florida State. Let me start off with that. I don't care. They got Miami just like it happened to us. It happened to them.
Okay.
But on the flip side, let me throw a different question out there because you're asking these guys, well, what if it was Miami? How would they feel? It's easy to say, oh, well, Miami wouldn't be in there or shouldn't be there, and they wouldn't feel no heartbreak about it.
Exactly.
But the person who's not invested, they don't care. So right now, Miami not invested in this top 4 team spectrum. I think football players on these teams don't pick their schedule. They play the person that's in front of them. And if they run the table on their season, they should automatically get a berth. Because somewhere through history, there's a Cinderella team that's the worst out of the set of people that's playing in the playoffs. And they go and they win a championship in some sport somewhere. And they call it a Cinderella season.
Mm.
So I think in that aspect, people should be able to, that team should have been allowed because 2 teams who lost 1 game, they didn't lose one at all, but they should have been in there. Maybe they would have a Cinderella season. Maybe the 3rd, 4th, 5th string quarterback will have a Cinderella game and make history and go off and everybody be happy. But if we're talking about this strength of schedule, these new recruits that's getting ready to go to some of these colleges, should they now say, you know what, I'm going to commit to this school, but according to everybody's stats, this is not a real tough schedule I'm be playing. So therefore, maybe I only need to commit to Alabama or to Texas or to Ohio State, those top tier teams, because let everybody tell it, they have the toughest schedules in the system. Would that be fair to the schools to say, well, I can't get these recruits because my schedule, y'all not going to put us inside the championship game at the end of the year because our schedule ain't strong enough. It's a whole lot of whammy whammy, I guess, can go through this thing. But if I'm playing on the football team and I run the table, you can penalize me at the 13th game and say I can't put you in the top 4 because you're not at the stronger school. It's a calamity.
I'll say this. I'll say this, and I can't speak. I'm only assuming, but I've only asked 2 people this question. I asked Anthony and I asked Brother Jay Blaze the question. And apparently, hold on, but I'm not going to ask you.
Same spot, Coach. Miami got to go through. I'm pissed off if they put us out.
I know you would because I can tell by the way you're talking, and I hear what they're saying, but I have to be very honest. I find it hard to believe, as well as I think I know my man, Brother Jay Blaze. I have to be honest. And I love him like a play cousin. I love him like a real brother. But if the Miami Hurricanes was 13-0, getting ready to go, especially after 20 years, after the 20 years, hold up. It ain't like we were just there 2 years ago and was like, I get over the spilled milk. But after 20 years of what we've been going through, dog, and you right there and somebody say,
you can't go.
Bruh, I'm sorry, dog. Anthony and my brother Jay Blaze, and if anybody else come on here, I'm going to ask them the same question. They going to be out here cutting up, acting up. I'm sorry.
They could come with that easy answer today because Miami not invested today.
Right. It sounds easy.
If this was to happen next year, and you ask that very same question, it sounds good when I'm not invested because it's no pain to me. But if the shoe was on the other foot, it sounds good when it's the other guy. But when it comes to me, now is a problem. So they can say what they want to say, and I'm not going to call nobody and say they're telling the untruth. I'm just saying we're not invested right now. Trevor. It's easy to laugh at Florida State right now and say, you didn't get in. You beat us, and you still didn't get in. Both of us watching the championship. But if a Miami Hurricane fan want to be honest with themselves, if it was us, at this stage of the game, we would probably go and tear down somebody else's stadium and won't allow them to come play inside our stadium.
Hey, we finna ride. What it is. We finna ride on our enemies. Hey, listen, them boys finna get in the Cane Mobiles and head to wherever the committee is, and they're going to have to see us. After 20 years of this, after 20 years, you know what? Hold on. Let me say this, Trevor. Let me say this. All of the conspiracies that people talk about, and love for my Oracle, with the FBI, and if we do anything, they magnify, blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to just simply say, well, we don't get in the playoffs because we just not. Bro, do you know that this would be one of the biggest conspiracy theories against the University of Miami of all time? If we were 13-0
all time, coach,
of 13-0, won the ACC, was ranked number 4, was in the top rankings for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we say, because Emory Williams playing, it's okay if we don't get in, because I understand that, bro. You talking about conspiracy theory? The Miami Herald would be writing papers, the Sun Sentinel, the New York Times, Man, people have a best-selling book on there, the 13-0 team that never was.
Because, Coach, how do you explain to Hurricane Bane next season? How do you explain to Jeremiah Smith or whoever comes to Miami next season? You think Coach Fishball could sit down with a straight face and tell these guys, look, I wanted you to come here because we are a great school and we're supposed to win and we go 13-0, but, hold on. I want you to understand that we're not going to the national championship because we're in a weaker conference or our strength of schedule wasn't right. I don't think that's going to work like that.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But anyway, I got to push on Trevor. Trevor, real quick. I want everybody to know. But I want everybody to know this is Trevor, the owner of InterstateSportsGifts.com, the best sports memorabilia store, not this side of the Mississippi, but in the world. Let them know what you got going, where to find you, and all the other good stuff.
You can hit me up on phone number 912-433-8566. You can see the products on InterstateSportsGifts.com. And even though we're not going to the national championship, once a Cane, always a Cane. In Florida State, I know how you feel, but I don't feel sorry for you.
I love it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, man.
All right, Coach.
Thanks, Trevor. All right, man. Real quick, Chris counts for $5. All your callers are Miami fans that are happy that FSU are not making the playoffs. Well, call on in, Chris Counts, and be a Florida State fan and tell me your thoughts of it. Because I'm still waiting for a Florida State fan, which I got quite a few callers. I'm trying to get to y'all, so just please be patient. The beautiful thing about this system is you can still hear the show through the phone. So I know I'm trying. I suck at the 2 minutes, but I got to do better. All right. Michael L. Andres for $199. Same situation in 2017, except we had Clemson. Thank you so much. Claude Archie for the 499. The committee president said the reason why was because of the injury, not strength of schedule. FSU got robbed. Shad for the 49. FSU had their if our quarterback wasn't hurt excuse ready, and the committee said, nah, put Texas and Bama at 3 and 4. And Rawhide, what's up with you, baby? 199. Not being chosen is not discipline, like punishment. So I guess he's saying if you're not being chosen, it's not that you're being punished. We got to talk about that, Rawhide, because I think you're being punished. That's just my opinion. But let's talk about it, Rawhide. Let's talk about it, Rawhide. Call on in too, man. Thank you for the 199 in the building. All right, here we go. I'm trying to get through these callers, but of course, members get to skip the line. I don't see any more members currently here. So let's go in order. Let's talk about it. 0767, you live. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Hey, Coach, this is Danny Stein, calling from Dallas, Texas.
Danny,
I'm
how you
about
doing?
30 miles from where the committee met at in Grapevine, Texas.
All right, well, you better be over there.
Go ahead. The reason I'm calling is the committee gave Florida State every chance to make it to the playoffs, but they dropped the ball. It's not the committee's fault. It is the coaching staff fault. They didn't come up with any type of game plan for that quarterback to have any type of offense to show anything to the committee to get to the playoffs. All right, they just would show any type of juice on offense, they would have been in. They didn't do it. But when Ohio State went to their third string quarterback, okay, they scored 59 points in the conference game and got in. That's how I feel about it. You know, they gave them the chance 2 weeks just to show them something. All right, they didn't do it. All right, even though they went undefeated, hey, I feel sorry for them that the quarterback went down, but hey, they just didn't have it anymore without that quarterback. Just period. They didn't have it.
Who are you a fan of? Miami? Who are you a fan of? What's your fan team?
I'm in Texas, Coach.
So you're a Texas fan?
I'm a Longhorn fan.
Okay, I'll just
I'm
ask
a Longhorn and Colorado fan.
Are you a Prime fan or a Colorado fan? There's a difference.
Well, I would say 50-50.
Okay, I'll let that go. Because, like, there's LeBron fans, then there's Laker fans, right? Right? Like,
well,
I'm a Heat fan. I'm a Heat fan. Yeah, I'm a Heat fan, but I'm not a LeBron fan, right? Like, meaning I'm not saying he's not good, but I'm not gonna change my team because LeBron changed teams. I'm gonna always go for the Heat. That's why I asked.
Well, see, the reason is, you know, I have some people that knew Coach Prime, and they had some circles with him back in the day. You know, I used to see him up in the club, you know, and I went some of the circles he went in. He's a nice guy, you know. So that's why I'm a Prime fan.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You're a Prime fan, not necessarily, because there are Colorado fans who are fans of Colorado, and Coach Prime happens to coach there. That's all I was saying. So if Coach Prime goes to another school, you'll be a fan of that. You'll be a fan of Coach Prime. That's all I'm saying. I use the equation just like LeBron. LeBron went to the Cavs. People like the Cavs.
I was when he was at Jackson State.
Okay, perfect. No problem. All right. If Coach Prime was ranked number 4 in the nation this year, and Shedeur Sanders goes out and Ryan Staub had to take over and they put him out, talk to me.
I wouldn't be mad about it because, like I said, they had 2 weeks to show any type of offense. Okay, I think the quarterback was like a deer in the headlights. Only had 56 yards passing, you know. And like I said, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong, you know. But if there are other teams playing better, hey, I would feel bad for Coach Prime, but I would understand because I'm looking at the eyeball test on everyone else. Just being, hey, that's how I wrote, you know.
So why do rankings then? So why do rankings, bro? Why rank these players based on their record? Why not rank them on the popularity of what they think is a better showing?
Well, no. If anybody watched that conference title game, that was the worst title game out of all of them. Okay, if Louisville's quarterback could have they should have won that game.
Okay.
You know, if they had a little bit better quarterback play. But Florida State's defense, you know, they played their butt off. But I think if once they go up against these other Power 5 teams with a better offense, it's no contest. And also, the committee did not want to wind up with another blowout. in the championship game like they had with TCU.
But
so
that's
they
not.
got that in the back of their minds.
Can I ask you a
question?
question? Yeah, but see, what I don't like about that statement, not really per you, but I hear that a lot. That's not TCU fault. That's Michigan's fault. Michigan was supposed to beat them people behind, and they didn't. Michigan was supposed to Michigan was supposed to whoop TCU. See, we're victim blaming now, right? We're blaming TCU for getting blown out against Georgia when guess what? Michigan was supposed to beat Texas Christian in that first round. There was matter of fact, so we mad, not we, I'm speaking in general here. People are upset because Georgia beat the bejesus out of TCU, but technically speaking, Michigan didn't show up to the game that day, and they let TCU put that work on them.
Well, see, the way I look at that is, like, Michigan hasn't really paid anybody this year on their schedule.
So why are they in? So hold on, based on what you just said, why are they in?
Michigan gets blew out, that means that they only got in there off of blue blood reputation and how they recruited their players 4 stars and 5 stars. It's based on reputation.
So why are they in there?
With Ohio State.
So why is Michigan in?
Because they are in the north, where most of the population of the United States is, and that brings in money.
Okay, enough said. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
All right.
Thanks, man. All right, good call right there, man.
All right,
great. Thank you. Good call. All right, I'm going to the next ones in here. 5873. Call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you're calling from. 5873.
Coach, what's up, Coach? This is Coach SPH from Bama Football on YouTube.
What's up, man? I got you. I saw you on Twitter, so I got all the stuff on Twitter. Do me a favor, DM me, and we'll talk that way. And I'll shoot my number.
Well, I tried, but it said something about verify. I'm new to Twitter, man. I'm just really starting the page, so I
don't know.
It said
or email me then, Coach Hayes Football.
Verified.
So don't worry, email me, Coach Hayes Football @gmail. So just email me
at Gmail.
Yeah, Coach Hayes. Everything is Coach Hayes Football. Yep. At Gmail.
Got you. Let me hop right into it, Coach. Let me hop right into it if I can. Just 30 seconds, man.
Do your thing.
This is to all the Florida State fans. Man. I get it, right? You're 13-0. You beat Boston College, Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Wake Forest, Pitt, UNA, a horrible Florida team, and pity patty with Louisville. That's a terrible schedule, by the way. But hey, I'm not here to talk about that. Right now, I don't care about the preseason stuff, because preseason, we all know everybody was ranked in the preseason. Colorado, all these teams.
That's right.
Let's talk about right now, Florida State fan. Your entire schedule, you played 2 ranked teams, Louisville, number 16, and LSU, number 13. With Jordan Travis, you beat LSU. That's good stuff. I think if you had Jordan Travis right now, Alabama would not be in the playoffs. This is the straight up truth.
I agree.
You played 2 ranked teams all year, man, right now. Louisville and LSU. Louisville just got beat 2 weeks ago by a mediocre Kentucky team, bro. And you out here pity-patting. The caller who just called kind of stole my thunder. The committee was still going to put you in. They said, okay, they lost Jordan Travis, great quarterback, Heisman Trophy contender. Let's see how they do without him. You around here letting UNA jump out 13-0 on you. Then you come be a 5-7 Florida team playing with them, almost lost to them. You didn't dominate Florida, right? Florida's terrible. Everybody in the SEC beat up on them. You out there pity-patting with them. Then they said, okay, let's forget about that. That's a rivalry game. Anything can happen in a rivalry game. Look at us in Auburn. We get it, right? Let's see what they do to Louisville. Louisville just got beat up by Kentucky. Florida State should dump truck them. Easy peasy, right? Florida State go out there, same thing Ohio State did. Go out, make your case in your conference championship game. We're not even having this conversation. You know what you did? Your defense played outstanding and your offense sucked. They sucked, bro. Nobody wants to see that in the playoffs. Your 13-0 does not equate to you being better than anybody, bro. 13-0 for you guys just means you won every game in your conference, right? If we lose Jalen Miro tomorrow, I'll be the first to tell you, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know about if we can win this playoff game without starting quarterback. You have to remember, guys, Florida State, I get it, brother. I feel for you because you won every game on your schedule. I got a question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, LSU is the number 1 offense in the country. Heisman Trophy candidate, Jaden Daniels. If you played LSU Saturday without Jordan Travis, would you beat them the same way you did week 1? No, you wouldn't. I saw you against Louisville. I saw you. They kill you right now, and that is why you're not in the playoffs. It's no disrespect to Florida State fans. All they can do is play the games on their schedule, right? But to say you guys got robbed when your starting quarterback is no longer there, you are not the same squad. Nobody wants to see that. Do you deserve to be in for going 13-0? Yes. But let me tell you this real quick. We saw the most deserving team, Cincinnati, 2 years ago. They was most deserving. They were the media darlings. They were the Cinderellas. They beat Notre Dame. They beat Pitt. They beat all these teams, Indiana. Guess what happened in the first round? They got embarrassed, man. They got embarrassed. So, yes, you deserve to be in because you went 13-0. But your 13-0 does not make you the best team, especially not without Jordan Travis. You have him, we're not even having this conversation. And last but not least was a caller saying something about Alabama's schedule. Brother, top 25 right now, Alabama beat number 13 LSU, number 11 Ole Miss, number 25 Tennessee, lost to number 3 Texas, and beat number 1 Georgia. You only play 12 teams. They play 4 or 5 ranked teams right there. What are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about? Let's be real. If we lost Jalen Milroe in the conference championship game against Georgia and we didn't get in because of that, I'd be mad, but I totally would understand because I wouldn't want to go into this game without Jalen Milroe. The committee gave you guys a chance to prove yourself against Louisville, who Kentucky players were tweeting, laughing because they sucked, right? And you went out there looking horrible on offense, bro. Terrible, terrible. Your defense, outstanding. Championship, stellar, right? You would not. I tell you this, Florida State, man, you got an opportunity to prove yourself against Georgia because Georgia's going to be hungry. Georgia's not going to have a lot of players sit out. Trust me. I got a partner, Raylan Wilson, his father. They're not going to have a lot of players. Roger Wilson is not going to sit out a lot, right? They're going to go beat Georgia. They're going to beat you like you stole something, bro, without Jordan Travis. Jordan Travis is an outstanding player. It's not about one player, but if you take that young man off of that football team, that is not the same Florida State teams. It's 4 slots for 5 power conferences. Somebody's going to be left out. And that's how I feel about it, Coach, and that's real.
All right, let me ask you a question. You said LSU, because it's not about wins. It is, but it's not, in essence. But it's more, but it's more about performance and strength of schedule and who you played. Yeah, we just looked at it. Michigan had not played a ranked opponent until week 10, I believe.
Yeah, Michigan sucked.
I know, but
I'm on record saying their schedule sucks.
Right.
Listen to this, Coach. To prove your point.
But hold on, I want to finish. But I want to finish.
Indiana.
Hold on, but I want to finish.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Go ahead.
So Michigan plays Penn State late. I think they were ranked 9 or 10, somewhere in there. Then they play, of course, Ohio State as a second ranked opponent. And then the conference championship was a ranked, I think 20th ranked Iowa. Prior to that, they played nobody. So if that's the case, why is Michigan in? Why not put? And I'm really just trying to be messy here. But why not put
I understand.
But why not put an LSU in who has the number 1 ranked offense? Since offense is all about, scoring points in today's football, why not put a Jordan Daniels in this high-powered offense? The dude put up 600 yards by himself in a game, and they only lost to Florida State, which is everybody saying it happens, but it was early, and they lost to Alabama.
Right.
So why not put a high-powered offense in like that and take Michigan out since their strength of schedule is so bad?
But they also lost to Ole Miss, Coach, because you
Ole Miss. I'm sorry, Ole Miss.
2 losses.
Yeah, but okay.
They lost to
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's an SEC team, right? It's a harder schedule. I don't know what their schedule ranking is, but what I'm saying, if it's about playing, because of course I think LSU got better throughout the year, right? Just correct me if I'm wrong. They got a lot better throughout the year. I mean, they're putting up 42 points, 56, 52, 62, 42, 48, 49, 50, 49. I mean, they scoring 37 plus points per game.
Right.
If the committee wants to play that game, then let's play that game.
But see, here's the thing, to answer your question, you really couldn't do that no matter how good they are on offense, because that LSU team got beat by an Ole Miss team who only got 2 losses. That LSU team got beat by a Bama team who only got 1 loss. So you really can't use LSU, but I do see your point. But here's what I would debate you with on the other side of that.
Sure.
If you Florida State and you're trying to tell me that you're the same team as far as being good or not without Jordan Travis, then go out and prove it. You had a conference championship game against Louisville where you knew you was already on the chopping block. Go out and beat Louisville like you stole something. You couldn't do it, bro. You couldn't do it. Your offense was not good enough. Do you really believe you can line up across from Georgia with them monsters in the trenches and beat that team right now without Jordan Travis? I would dare say, outside of the defensive performance that y'all put up in the second half, Jordan Travis is the only reason you beat Florida State to begin with. I saw you against Virginia Tech. I saw you against Pitt. I saw you against these schools, man. You know what I mean? I saw you against UNA the first half. I saw you against Florida. That Florida State team would not make it in the playoffs. So here it goes back to what I said to you last night, Coach. Is it the 4 best teams or is it the 4 most deserving teams? Because I'll go on the record right now and say, yes, if you're talking about deserving, Florida State deserves to be there. They went undefeated. They're a conference champion. They deserve to be in this playoff.
So
100% fact.
So all of that is fair. I'll take everything that you said as being fair. So I guess my only rebuttal would be, then why rank me number 4? If you hold on, hear me. Just let me.
Because they had to.
No, they didn't have to. Hold on. Let me set the stage for a second. What I'm saying to you is, none of that stuff changed throughout the entire year. Their strength of schedule, their style points in winning, all of that stuff makes a difference. So why continue to rank them within the top 5 week in and week out, when they're constantly, they barely won. Well, they beat Florida by 9 points, but that was a rivalry. That's later in the season. Let's go earlier. Let's go. But I'm saying let's go earlier in the season. What I'm looking at, when I look at them earlier in the season, and they beat LSU to start it off, excellent, right? They go to Boston College and they only beat Boston College by 2. Why did they go the following week and still rank number 4? They should have dropped. See, what I'm saying is, if you're going to hold all of that criteria against me, hold it against me throughout the year and not hold it against me until the 12th hour or the 11th hour.
But
right?
let me tell you why, Coach. Let me tell you why. Let me answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
Florida State did not do anything to hurt themselves up until that point. When that young man you can't just drop him because Jordan Travis got hurt, right? When that young man got hurt,
I'm talking
you
about
can't just
Boston
automatically drop him. You have to let the season play out.
Hold on, hear me out.
How they play without Jordan Travis.
I know, but hear me out. But
that's what they was doing.
No, but hear me out. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is ranking them. When Florida State,
me too. That's what I'm talking about. The ranking. The ranking.
When Florida State played,
you can't just drop them.
I know, but hear me out. When Florida
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When Florida State played an unranked Boston College and beat them by 2 points, the following week they came in ranked still number 4 when they could have dropped them down to 7 or whatever, saying, "Look, y'all not holding up this number 4 criteria. You're not holding up the standard what it takes to be in the top 4." Then Clemson, right? They beat them by 7 points, right?
Yes.
I can understand maybe keeping them. All right. Then you go to Virginia Tech. Okay. Then you go to Syracuse, you blow them out the water. Duke, unranked. Wake Forest, good. But then you go to an unranked Pitt, who's not really good at all this season. You beat them only 24-7. So that could be a hit. You go to an unranked Miami, didn't really have a good offensive showing against an unranked Miami. You only beat them by $1 against a backup quarterback. Right? Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about if you're gonna hold that criteria, do that to these teams throughout the year. Don't do it at the 11th hour. What I'm saying is, if you show that you put up a poor performance offensively, defensively, whatever, against a Miami at 27-20 is the win, why are you they still ranked number 4? They've been ranked number 4 throughout. And then you play a bad Florida. Not even going to a bowl game, you only beat them by 9. That should have dropped you down.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
But go ahead, answer that, and then I got to push it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I got you covered. Let me answer real quickly. Every team that you just talked about, including Texas with Houston, Bama with USF, even though Jalen Milroe didn't start, Michigan with Maryland, Ohio State with Rutgers, every team has close games throughout the season. They didn't necessarily drop those teams. The only reason why Bama was so late because Texas beat us. You can't justify Bama jumping Texas when that team beat you. Even now, we're behind Texas, right? So they didn't want to drop Florida State just because they played a close game here, a close game there. But when you lost your starting quarterback, at this point, we got to see how you play without this guy. We can't put you in the playoffs against these teams if you can't even prove to us that you can blow out a team like Louisville, that you can blow out a team like Florida, something that you probably would have done with Jordan Travis. So the difference in Ohio State, they had the same opportunity. You know what they did? They went out and scored 59 points and blew out and left no doubt. We deserve. You cannot pity pat with teams and then expect to be rewarded. So last but not least, you're 13-0 does not mean you're the best, guys. Respectfully.
I can hear that, but I'll say this. Jordan Travis got hurt in North Alabama game. They didn't blow out Miami. But they didn't blow out Miami with Jordan Travis. They didn't blow out Pittsburgh.
But you can't drop them for that, though. You can't drop them for that, though, Coach. But they played a close game against a good defensive team in Miami. We can't necessarily justify dropping Florida State.
Unranked team. What I'm saying, Boston College, Jordan Travis was there. You only beat them by 2 points. Unranked team.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying, an unranked team. Clemson, you beat them by 7 points. Unranked team. What I mean, and these are all with Jordan Travis. So now with these performances, because of course they blew out Wake Forest. I don't think Wake Forest is on those people team.
Right.
Duke is not on their level. Syracuse is definitely not on their level. Virginia
Tech, you don't have Jordan Travis. You don't have him anymore. So the criteria changes by rule. If Jalen Miro gets hurt in the, let's say, the Auburn game, bro, we're not going to be an 8 anymore, right? Because we're not going to beat the next team on our schedule. When you lose that QB spot, that changes the whole game. You know what I mean? I know you got other callers, Coach.
No,
I appreciate you taking my call.
No, you're good, man. We'll talk. Listen, let's chop it up, man. I enjoyed the conversation. I enjoyed the back and forth. Hit me up, coachhayesfootball@gmail.com, and we'll chop it up here over the next day or so. All right?
Got you, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Anytime, man. All right, here we go. I'm looking for members. No members in the building. I don't see any members. Didn't get down. I'm still on there because, 4,001 in the building. 4,001. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from? What's your thoughts?
What's up, my brother? This is Al Farouk, man. What's going on with you? What's going on with you, my brother?
I'm good. You said Al Farouk?
Yeah, Al Farouk.
All right.
We talked before on Rawhide. So I know you listen.
Yeah. Shout out to Rawhide. I need him to call in.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all good. I think if I'm the SEC, I'm shaking in my boots right now, and this is why. I think the SEC has a Rome Halle Berry syndrome on the college football landscape, and this is what I mean. Everybody knows the story of Rome. It was the greatest power in the world, then it fell. Halle Berry, if you guys are young, for young kids, Halle Berry was everybody's chick until she kind of made Monsters Ball, and we was like, that's how you look like when you make love on that. People didn't think she was as cute as she was before.
Crazy to me. I was all in, but
But then when she did Monsters Ball, it was like, that wasn't that cute. She won an award for it, but the brothers in the hood was like, nah, she all right. She cute and all, but you know.
I don't know what hood you in, but I was cool with it.
So check this out. This is why I'm saying the SEC needs to be shaking in their boots. This could be a great situation or a horrible situation. Let's just say, just like one of your callers, and you even mentioned it. What happens if FSU actually beats Georgia? FSU beat LSU earlier this year. Then they turn around and beat Georgia, and they're 14-0. Boom, that's one. But then what happens? Now, this is all crack, and I know people going to kill me and be like, oh, he's smoking crack. What happens if Michigan beats Alabama? So you telling me Georgia done lost out of conference, Alabama done lost out of conference, and LSU done lost out of conference. If that were to happen, I think the whole SEC argument of it being the best conference and it always has to get the benefit of the doubt, this might be a game-turning situation for college football. If that happens, there's a problem. If Michigan beats Alabama and Florida State beats Georgia, then this whole year would be a sham. You get what I'm saying? Because even Texas, I remember early in the year, people was like, man, Texas beat Alabama? Now Texas is going to the SEC, so it won't be as the same, but it's still an out-of-conference team that literally went into Tuscaloosa and beat them by 10 points. I've watched Alabama over the years. I think they're good. I think their defense is good. I think they have weapons. I think they have talent.
And correct me if I'm wrong. The year before, when Texas played with Bryce Young, it was a nail biter at Texas.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm just saying right now, the SEC, they might be happy, but they need to really, there's some scenarios, there's a scenario that could happen, because at the end of the day, it's football, it's sports. Anything can happen. That can really put the SEC in a whole new light. Because you can't be automatically sending SEC teams in there and then they lose. Let Georgia lose to the backup of FSU. And they end up 14-0 and they never had a chance, mainly because you feel like the SEC is that strong. And then don't let Alabama then turn around and lose to Michigan. Then they'll be like, man, we really messed up. FSU had every right to be in the playoffs.
Well, my thing is not about the loss. Here's what I'll say. It's not about the loss. I'm praying to God it's not a blowout somewhere. Because if it's my thing is this. If Bama blows out Michigan, let's just say, right? If Bama blows out Michigan, right? Knocks them 42-10, whatever. To me, that's a huge argument because, right? Michigan, first of all, their strength of schedule is 1. 2, people arguing, well, why were they in? If I was like, I'm just saying, I hope it doesn't happen. I'm just talking in the sense of
but I think I can understand that, but still Michigan still was undefeated. They beat Ohio State and they're a conference champ and they've been ranked all the way up there the whole year. So if it happens, then it happens and the SEC looks great.
Hold up, Alpha. Say what you just said. Michigan was what? Undefeated. What else?
Undefeated. They won the conference. They beat Ohio State. They beat Penn State, and they were ranked all the way up there at the entire year. So I'm not going to be upset if
Alabama. Can I go back?
Michigan,
Whoa. I want to go back.
I mean, the SEC is real.
Hold on. I want to go back.
Yeah.
Florida State was undefeated. Florida State won the conference championship. Florida State has been ranked in the top all year. The same criteria you just gave is the same criteria Florida State has accomplished as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you. The only factor in this whole scenario
is the quarterback.
The committee can say is the quarterback.
I agree.
And this is the sad part. This is the part that the callers are not identifying. Florida State beat Louisville not with the second string quarterback,
but the third.
They beat him with third string. So let's use Colorado. What if Colorado forget Shaw, forget Staub, whatever his name is? What if they won with the third string, number 23? He don't even have a quarterback number. What if they won with 23?
Boy, the Colorado Colt would be in full effect, boy. If they would have listen, I forgot who the previous caller was, my man from Texas. He said Colorado fan, prime fan. And he said, if it's the same thing, I call BS. If Coach Prime was ranked, if Colorado was ranked number 4, undefeated in whatever, the same exact scenario, just changed the uniform and the name of the school, and they put him out.
And beat the SEC team. Wait a minute. And beat an SEC team during the year. Don't forget that. They beat LSU, a perennial powerhouse. They beat LSU.
They'd have been trying to call Ben Crump for civil rights acts. Y'all better cut it out right now. Y'all been in here tripping. So that's what I'm saying.
No.
He can't say, they would have got put out. Well, y'all crazy. Y'all would have said, y'all would have went from everything from unfair to racism to this, to that, to everything else. If Colorado was ranked number 4, undefeated, and got put out because Shador Sanders couldn't play with a broken back, y'all still would have said, well, if they get beat, let them go out there and just get their butt whipped. But now the people up here talking, like hold on, just like Trevor said, because they're not truly invested. It's all hypothetical. So it's okay. Right. But if you really look at it and put yourself in that scenario as if it was a real scenario, man, please, y'all can't tell me. These people going nuts right now because people said he went 6-6, and they call me a hater. But if this dude went 13-0 and got put out the playoffs, man, whatever. Y'all can sell that dream to anybody else but me.
They wanted him to win 5. They wanted him to win 5 games and get to a bowl game. Forget 13-0.
Thank you. These people are talking about, well, you know what? He win 4 games. He could get to a bowl. But if he win 5, they went and looked up some rule from 10 years ago. Man, these people crazy. And y'all going to tell me with a straight face, well, you know what, Coach? If Ryan Staub, the backup quarterback, was going to be in there, yeah, I could totally understand why Colorado would not get in because, man, please. First thing they're going to say, man, with Coach Prime, he got a gold jacket. He ain't well. And y'all would have been, man, please. And if it wasn't Colorado, I would have wanted them to get in for being 13-0. But, brother, I got to push on. I got so many callers in here, but thank you so much, man.
I know I got one last thing before I leave, my brother. Come
on.
So before I leave, I just want to make sure. I think the committee got it right, but I think the SEC better be careful what they ask for.
Gotcha.
They got their teams in, but this can be a nightmare if the wrong things happen when these bowl games happen, where both of them SEC teams lose. That's a nightmare scenario.
Well, we'll find out.
All right, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. 5969, coming to you, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from. 5969.
Hey, what up, Coach? This is Dub City from Huntsville.
Dub City, what's up with you, baby? Talk to me.
Oh, nothing much, man. I'm just gonna say a couple of things because like living here in Huntsville and these whack ass Alabama fans here, man. These people are something serious. Like, they know damn well Florida State's supposed to be ahead of Alabama. Like, I cannot stand it because, like, here, like, if you don't live here, you don't understand like how bad the Alabama stuff is, man. These people would shoot somebody, kill somebody over a bet because Alabama lose. Like, that's how ridiculous it is.
Oh,
but
hold on. Can I tell you a quick story before I start your time? Can I tell you a real quick story before I start your time? I do know.
Go ahead.
For those that don't know, I went and did the commitment video for Peter Woods, who's from Birmingham, Alabama, played at Thompson High School. I went and did his live commitment in Alabama. Now, mind you, I'm just a dude. I'm just facilitating the thing. He chose to go to Clemson. Do you know, first of all, I lost about 400 subscribers. Probably was Alabama people because, I did the WREs. That's one. Second, in that video, you go look at it. They told me that I was part of Peter Woods' NIL deal. They said I was a scam artist. They said that I should not be allowed around kids. And they said I should be banned from the state of Alabama because I influenced Peter Woods to go to Clemson. Bro, I'm just a YouTube dude that he asked to come do the commitment. I'm a Miami fan. Why in the world would I want him to go to Clemson of all schools? Think about it. Of all schools, I'm going to convince him to go to Clemson? Now, I would give him a leg to stand on if he went to Miami. But Clemson? Bro, them people told me I should never be. No, you're right. Alabama fan nuts. But anyway, go ahead. Here you go. Start your time. Talk to us.
Yeah, and I'm actually from Jacksonville, Florida. And I moved to Huntsville from Atlanta. So
Okay.
that's why I'm here. But when I tell you, man, it's ridiculous. But I don't understand. I don't understand how a lot of these people sit here and say that that they got it right. Like, there's no way in the world they got it right because this is the first time a conference championship team that's undefeated never made the playoffs. But you got one loss team, 2 loss team that made the playoffs. Just because they're from the SEC. If like a lot of people say Georgia is one of the best teams. If Georgia is one of the best teams, why the hell they ain't in the top 4? If you're supposed to pick the best team.
Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Because I still think Georgia, I still think Georgia one of the best teams in college football. You're right. But talk to me. Preach, preacher. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't understand the nonsense. If you want to compare, if you want to sit here and compare records and stuff like that, compare Alabama game and Auburn game. Auburn got beat by New Mexico State, right? But Alabama barely beat Auburn on a last second pass.
Preach, preacher.
Like if you're gonna compare stuff, compare everything and not just what you want to compare. I got a homeboy and he a Florida State fan. I called him last night and I said, bruh, this is the first time in my life I ever wanted Florida State to win a game, only so Georgia and Alabama would not be in the playoffs.
Preach, preacher.
And I don't have nothing against SEC teams. If you actually look at the ACC record versus SEC record, ACC record is actually better than SEC record playing ACC teams. Like, I don't understand how people, and I called the show and I said there's plenty of times about how they glorify the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, man, SEC always losing against other conferences. They don't have the better record when they play Big Ten, ACC, and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
I said it a million times. You only got Alabama and Georgia, and everybody else is garbage. But this year, Alabama and Georgia is not the same teams that they've been in the past. So if they're not the same teams, you can't keep putting them up there every year. It's not the SEC national championship game. It's the fucking college football national championship game, and people need to understand that.
Preach, preacher.
It don't matter. Why play the game if going undefeated would never get you there?
I hear you, dog.
That's why you play the game. I want every one of these people that can sit here and predict who gonna win, or if Georgia go in and Georgia can beat FSU. Go get some damn lottery tickets and predict the damn lottery numbers that's coming out. That's why you play the damn game, to see who gonna win. You can't predict nothing.
Because guess what? Everybody predicted Michigan was going to beat the mess out of TCU, especially coming off that loss to Kansas. Or Kansas State, rather.
Exactly.
And guess what? Them Horned Frogs said, not so fast, my friend. Y'all ain't even got a real mascot. We finna show you how this works.
like for real.
I'll
like,
just tease it, man.
They delusional unless it's their team. Like, be a fan of the sport and keep it real. And that's all I'm asking people to do. Keep it real, man.
I love it, man.
If Alabama didn't get in there, you would have Alabama fans crying up and down like they banning football and every damn thing else. Somebody would have got shot.
Listen,
hey coach, like for real, like I swear to God, like y'all go and look up how many people done got shot from Alabama losing the game and somebody done bet.
I hope they should have shot him with a little 22 in the butt cheek, man. I hope they ain't really
I'm telling you, man, these people is ridiculous, bro. Like I swear to God, man, it's insane around here.
Oh,
like
God.
Real.
Hold up, I gotta slap somebody right quick before I let you go. Ice Wave 2.0 says Miami can only dream of being a contender. Well, you know what? Get out here with that foolishness, man. You hating on my case, but anyway, I appreciate it, brother. I gotta push on. Thank you so much, man, for calling.
All right, take it easy, coach.
Anytime. All right, I'm looking for another member. All right, 7360 in the building. Call or talk to. Oh, Lord, I hit the wrong button. Oh, no, I did. 7360. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Yes. Hi. My name is Stacy, and I am calling from Middle Georgia.
Middle Georgia. All right. Talk to us, Stacy.
Yes.
Glad to have a lady on the line.
Yeah, in particular, Macon, Georgia.
Macon,
Anyone
okay.
out there knows where that's at.
Oh, I know exactly where Macon, Georgia is. I go through Albany, Columbus, and all the rest of those places.
Yes, sir.
All right. So
Well,
talk to us, Stacy.
I've caught your show several times. I'm a big-time college fan. I have been a loyal, big-time Georgia Bulldog fan since 1971. I was born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, and then around my mid-teen years, our family moved up here to Macon, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
I'm calling for several reasons. One in particular, while, yes, I am a diehard Bulldog fan, I am not an SEC homer in no way, shape, or form.
Okay.
The committee got it wrong. Every time they will find a way to put Alabama in over a more deserving team. And this time, FSU is getting screwed. 100%. I don't care what anyone else says.
Okay. Do you think Georgia got screwed over by being put out even though they lost to Alabama?
Well, I got to be honest with you. Again, if you know anything about Georgia's history, we've always been up there, and we've come close so many times, and only to be beat out by somebody else who they claim is more deserving. And some of the times it was Alabama. But this year, Georgia has not been the same. And I understand the NFL draft and the portal, NIL, all of that plays a factor. But Georgia's had some key pieces injured all year, and I realize every team has injuries. But Georgia has looked beatable all year. And we have come close several times to losing several games this year. So do I feel that Georgia still could be one of the 4 most deserving teams to get in? Yes, but I'm okay with us not being there. What I'm upset about is FSU played the games they were scheduled to play, and they won them all. They went 13-0, and the committee's like, oh, because your quarterback broke his ankle. Oh, so sorry, maybe next year. Make it make sense to me. Because basically what Boo Corrigan said today, the quarterback for SMU, he went out, but look at how high a bowl they're getting into. How is that fair? I don't understand.
You know what? You make a very good. Hold on. You make a very good point right here, Stacey. So hold on. So SMU's quarterback is not playing in the bowl game. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I didn't see all of what happened, but the tweet was the reason the committee said FSU was out was because Jordan Travis.
No, right. But hold on. But I want to go to SMU. I want to talk about SMU for a second. You said SMU's quarterback. Is he playing in the bowl game?
Yeah, they said SMU. It was in a tweet today, right after they were announcing the rest of the bowl games. And I got to be honest, I don't follow SMU, but I do know, I believe they beat an undefeated, was it Tulane, I think?
Yeah, they beat Tulane in the thing. Mm-hmm.
Right. And they said something about SMU's quarterback either went down, didn't play, isn't playing, isn't going to play, but yet SMU got elevated to a higher bowl, knowing that their starting quarterback's not going to be in it. But yet, for that same reason, they're keeping FSU out.
Come on, Stacey. Come on, Stacey. Come on. So hold on, Stacey. Hold on. Hold on, Stacey. You're on to something here now. Yeah. So SMU is playing. I don't know what bowl. So somebody put in there what bowl SMU is playing in and who they're playing against. I don't know. But to your point, to your point, Stacey. Hold on. To your point, Stacey. I may be wrong, but SMU is playing in a bigger bowl, in a big bowl, but their starting quarterback not playing. So what is that going to look like? Ooh, well, Stacey, you onto something.
Exactly. And to more points, I have heard all year, especially from Alabama fans, but in particular those who Stephen A. Smith, etc., on ESPN, basically who are Alabama homers, who have Georgia played all year. They've got a cupcake schedule, and they've almost lost to some of those cupcake teams, i.e. Georgia Tech. And it's like, okay, but then today, all these Alabama fans and homers coming out of the woodwork saying, but we beat a number 1 ranked Georgia team.
Hold on, Stacey.
You can't have it both ways.
Hold on, Stacey. I think we done made a mistake. I just pulled up SMU Boston College play. The title says SMU gets snubbed from a New Year's Six bowl, winds up in Boston for the bowl season. Dang. I thought we had a point, Stacey. We done blew it.
Wow. No.
We blew it.
According to the text, they said that your quarterback, they got elevated to yet a higher bowl game, but that's what they were trying to make it about was FSU getting snubbed because of their quarterback being out.
No, they're playing in the Fenway Bowl. I don't know if that's a big time bowl. Yeah. They're playing in the Fenway Bowl.
I don't know.
Yeah,
for them, I don't follow SMU. At the end of the day, you can go and say, well, Georgia hasn't played anybody. They look at their cupcake schedule. Well, Greg, thank you for that. We had Oklahoma scheduled, and we were going to Oklahoma to play, but because they were coming into the league next year, Greg Sankey squashed that, and so we had to scramble and get whoever we could to fill in. And so all these people, especially for Alabama, saying, well, Georgia hasn't played anybody. They've got a cupcake schedule. But now that Alabama's in, they're like, well, we beat the number one team, so we're, of course, the most deserving. Well, you can't have it both ways because that's not what you were saying before. And the callers before saying winning by style points, a last-second catch to come from behind to beat Auburn, who lost the week before by, 3 touchdowns? It made sense. It doesn't make sense. And Texas went into Bryant-Denny Stadium and beat Alabama by 2 scores, and no one's done that in 4 years. But yet, okay, we're just supposed to be like, well, yeah, but that was the beginning of the season, and it doesn't matter. It's who you played lately and how you played and style points. What? Texas beat Alabama head-to-head. So the teams that should be in should be Michigan, Washington. Then you can go ahead and put, FSU and then Texas.
Gotcha.
Alabama and Georgia should not be in it. Alabama and Georgia should not be in it. I'm sorry. Again,
I hear you.
I'm a dog
And you're a
fan,
Georgia
but
fan.
I'm not an SEC homer.
I love it. All right, Stacey, well, I got to push on because we got so many callers, but thank you. I really appreciate this call.
Listen, I appreciate you taking my time. It's just frustrating that FSU is getting hosed because it's Nick Saban. Let's just put it out there. That's all it is. It's Nick Saban. It's Greg Sankey. It's ESPN, who's SEC homers, and it's not right. Those kids deserve to be in it. FSU got hosed. And the last I'll say is I heard where FSU and Florida lawmakers are looking to get an injunction to stop it, to stay in. I hope it works.
Nah, it's not.
Because they deserve it.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Stacey. That was a great call. I really appreciate it. But they will be playing SMU. Will be playing Boston College in Boston, Massachusetts at the Fenway Bowl. So I just pulled it up right here. And my beloved Miami Hurricanes going to be playing in Bronx, New York, playing Rutgers at the Pinstripe Bowl. Oh, God.
Well, listen, good luck to your Miami Hurricanes and good luck to my dogs, even though we, are playing FSU, who should be playing for it all. Go dogs.
All right. I love it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Stacey, so much. All right. Good call right there, man. Great call. All right. She said, I'm not an SEC homer. Hey, I get it. I totally understand. That's big time right there. Awesome. 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 All right. Oh, God, we got quite a few callers. Here's what I'm going to do. If you plan on calling in, please call in by the time I finish this last caller, because I'm going to go ahead and lock it out, because I'll never get through. Also, Shad, I'm going to go through some donos. Shad, 1419, $4.99, says, if our backup QB looked as bad as FSU backup, then I wouldn't have an issue getting jumped. But if they try to use SOS, then I would be mad, coach. I don't know what SOS. I mean, I know what SOS means, but I don't get it. Florida, Michael Andres for $1.99. FSU is half a team right now, getting drugged by UGA. And Knox Kane, $94, $10. FSU, but that's some BS. Skaben, golly, Skaben got photos on. Hey, somebody getting slapped. Skaben got photos on somebody important. All about the money. SEC Network was about to lose a lot of money, so old Skaben got the nod. Y'all too funny. You man say Skaben. That boy say he got pictures of somebody. That boy like this. Anyway, y'all too funny. And Arsenio Patillo, if I'm saying that correctly, $2. FSU will benefit like 04 Auburn and UCF by not being in. Hey, I hear y'all. I get it. Y'all too funny, man. Y'all too funny. Remember, if you plan on calling in, call in now so you can get into the queue. If not, I will definitely lock it. I got quite a few calls in here. Callers, once I lock it, you cannot get back in. If you've called already, if you wouldn't mind hanging up. I see a couple of callers on here that have not hung up. So if you wouldn't mind hanging up and going to the YouTube channel, because it gets backed up in here. All right. And I don't have any other members in here, if I'm not mistaken. Excuse me. I do got a regular on here. I got my man Derek. Derek, talk to me, man.
Hello.
Derek.
What's good, Coach?
I'm good. I'm good. What's up with you, brother? Talk to me.
No, I just wanted to. I don't know. I just wanted to come in and like just plead my case to it because I don't think FSU should be in. Like, I think the committee got it right because what I saw last night was atrocious. Like Florida State game looked so horrible. 55-yard passing, and Mike Norvell said something after the game and during the game when he was like, "Oh, they had to go Wildcat because they don't trust the pass." So you cannot put that team. You can't put that team in the playoffs. If they can't even trust the forward pass, how they gonna expect to be one of the top 3 teams? Like I don't know. Like I know people won't want to feel bad for them making the playoffs and all that, but I'm like, they can't even throw the ball. How could they go to the playoffs? They can't.
Derek, you know what I'll say? And again, I've said this before. I understand both sides of the coin. I understand being fair, and I understand the business side. Here's what I'm saying. The reason I'm saying this the way I'm saying it is because of the precedent that's being set. Because once you open this door, you are now going to say it's a popularity contest. Because this year is the quarterback. All right, you got Bluetooth. You must have Bluetooth or something, Derek. You got to get on the road. You about to get off the road. Stay on the road. You about to wreck out. All right. So what I'm saying is, once you open that door for choosing who's going to be in and be out based on certain things, then next year, it becomes, well, I don't like that this team didn't score enough points against ranked opponents. It's a never-ending story.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah, I get it. But next year, if they keep this same criteria, it's going to be right. And remember this, it's not going to be the top 8 teams next year because it's 12. It's going to be it's going to be team 13, 14, 15 that get screwed. That could be the Cinderella team, right? It could be.
Yeah.
So now, what if team 13 out of the top 12, team 13 doesn't get in because, well, they didn't really score enough points. Or how about this one? Well, their coach is going to take a bigger job and the kids are distracted and they're not really focused. So we're going to pick another team. Like that's what happens when you open that door. That's what I'm saying. But I get where you're coming from. But
and I got another point too. Like, and then the whole Alabama don't deserve to be in. Like they like that point. I understand like both sides of that one. Alabama is the SEC champs. Like it's so hard to win that division. So you can't then leave that. You can't leave them out. Because I actually had the opposite thing. I'm gonna play devil advocate. I think Georgia and Alabama could be in at the same time because they did Michigan and Ohio State did like this last year. Like the losers still made playoffs anyway. So I felt like they could have did the SEC like that. They could have put Georgia at 4, Bama at 3, and then everything else would have could have been history. You could have penciled in 2 more teams.
Yeah, but the problem is, hold on, Derek. But the problem with that is, I'm with you. If Texas didn't beat Alabama, because Texas beat Alabama, Texas had you can't leapfrog.
No, yeah, you had to put Texas in.
So now you saying Georgia, Alabama, Texas. Who would have been the last team? Washington.
Washington, because I don't like Michigan's schedule. Washington.
Yeah, that's fair too. If you go look at their strength of schedule, go look at their strength of schedule. Who did they play? In the words of Keith Sweat, nobody. They ain't play nobody.
That's why I said. I was like, oh wait, the SEC. I looked at SEC and I don't think the SEC that good either. But I do understand Georgia and Alabama situation because Georgia was ranked 1 and 2 all year, and then now they lose 1 game and drop dramatically to 8. I mean the 6, and I'm like that. I see Ohio State and Michigan play the same thing, and Ohio State got beat and only went to 4 and still made the playoffs. So I was like, how is that so different? Like from last year. That's why I say the committee could have. That's why I played the case for the committee that did the SEC team. Right? They could have did that too.
I got
and
you.
And then love Michigan and then put Texas in there.
I got you. I appreciate it, man. Let me push forward, man. But drive safe out there, man. Be safe on that road.
All right.
And we'll definitely get moving.
Oh, yeah, coach.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, as they say here in Florida, click of the ticket, man. Put that seatbelt on. Stop playing with them. All right, here we go. Let's go to 4443. 4443. Call and talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
The conference has been locked.
4443.
Hello?
Yes.
Are you there?
I'm right here waiting on you.
Is this Coach Hayes?
This is Coach Hayes.
Listen, David, I've been waiting for 1 hour and 20 minutes.
I'm sorry. It's a lot of callers. That's why when we start.
No, that's okay. Listen, I really want to tell Miami fans, like, I've fallen in love with your program because of you. And seriously, I'm an SEC fan. I don't know why, but I am because, SEC's pretty much won everything. Why wouldn't we be that way? Right?
Yes.
I mean, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And, yeah, I'd like you saying yes, ma'am, because I'm that white mama that, like, you think about your black mama. I'm that mama.
Okay.
I got, like, I know. I got, like people in my family that are white people that are like, I don't know, like college football. No, college, like state champs of running, like, the mile marathon. You know what I mean? State champs of like running fucking your heart out. You know? You know what I mean? You know, like
who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite team?
What?
I said, who's your favorite team?
Well, let me tell you. Can I preface this with this? I grew up in Arkansas, and I left home at 16, and I married somebody that was a Texas guy. Had a son that was a triple X Texas guy. Moved to Georgia. My husband is a Georgia Tech graduate, which pays the bills. I mean, you got to understand that. And then I got a daughter that graduated from Georgia. They're twins. And another one that graduated from Georgia Tech. So, the best way to, like, appreciate your opponent is have kids that graduate from the opposing team.
Okay.
You understand that, right?
I totally understand.
I mean, like, if you had a daughter or son as smart as motherfucking fuck, wouldn't you send them to Georgia Tech or MIT?
Sure.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, like, my allegiance isn't like, Bama fans or my Cane fans that, like, oh, I live and die on this fucking. We don't self-validate ourselves because of our football team, but we have come to, like, my grandfather could not read and write his name. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
I have a daughter that is a twin that graduated from Georgia Tech. I mean, like, we got shit in our families that is kind of weird, but you gotta understand that, right?
Listen, so I understand. What's your name again?
My name is Dawn.
LaDawn. So LaDawn, real quick, because I
LaDawn.
got.
Hey, hang on. When my husband first met me, we met from eHarmony, and his family asked me if I was black.
Really? What'd you tell them?
Is that not funny? They thought I was a black woman. Because you ain't many whatever's.
LaDawn's. Yeah. Okay, I get you.
LaDawn. LADON. And on my YouTube channel, I go by LaDawn. Like LaDawn.
Oh, you have a YouTube channel. We would love to follow it. Let us know where your YouTube channel is.
No. We don't have a YouTube channel.
Oh.
But the shit I follow, like how I personify myself is LaDawn, which is kind of funny.
All right. So anyway, LaDawn.
Hey, listen.
LaDawn.
I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something first.
Tell me,
I'm
LaDon.
the white, like, mama everybody loves, that little black teens love. You know, I brought you cookies, I brought you candy, made sure your families had food. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like in my church, like I rounded up, like in Texarkana, Texas. Like we had little teams. Like Texarkana is a big deal, and it's not that big a place, but I rounded up a deal to make sure these little kids in these like inner city places had food for the weekend.
LaDon,
You
can
know
I
what
say
I'm
this?
saying?
You
Because
waited on hold for an hour and a half, and you telling me about this. I want to know.
no.
Can I get a Go Canes before you leave? Let me get a Go Canes.
Yes, I do have Go Canes, and I tell you what, I've appreciated through the season, which is weird. There's silver linings through the season. I've learned to appreciate Ohio State and the Miami Cane fans, and I'm a fan of y'all.
I appreciate it.
Because
Thank you so much, LaDon.
Actually, the Miami
LaDon.
fan base,
LaDon.
Miami fan base, and the Ohio State fan base are SEC people.
LaDon.
I'm just gonna keep it real, right?
You're right. LaDon. I've never told anybody this. Never said this before.
Mm-hmm.
But that cane juice biting you right now, ain't it? That cane juice biting. Let me get a cane juice. Say that cane juice biting. Let me get that. Let me get that cane juice biting.
Yes, it is. I mean, my husband's an engineer from Georgia Tech. He paid, let me tell you something.
I can't hear all that, LaDon. LaDon, I love you to death. Listen, LaDon, I love you to death. Can I just get Go Canes and the cane juice biting? I love Coach Hayes football.
Go Canes! Woo! I'm so happy for y'all, man. Y'all got to get out of the ACC.
And what else? Let me get the cane juice biting.
Yes, I don't know how to do it because I'm a melanin woman. You know what I'm saying?
Melanin. And let me get the last one. Coach Hayes football is the best YouTube channel on earth.
It is, Coach Hayes. Listen, like, when
I appreciate you, LaDon. I gotta run. I gotta run, LaDon.
I know.
I love you I love you like a play cousin, if you know what I mean.
All right, I love you too. I gotta go to.
Yeah.
Go Canes.
No driving tonight, LaDon. No driving. No driving.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, what can I say? That's LaDon. That's my dog. No driving, LaDon. No driving. I need you to sit on the couch and look at the TV. She says she's been on hold an hour and 20 minutes. I'm telling you, a lot of people have called in tonight. Real quick, I want to put this up here, but I don't want to be insulted. But Knox Kane, I'm going to pop it up real quick and I'm going to take it down. Thank you for the $5. Y'all can read that in the chat. I ain't going to do that to her like that. You know, sometimes people have fun. If you've been waiting for an hour and 20 minutes and you've been on that cane juice, you might be a little woozy too. You understand me? All right, let me go to the next call. 4326, call and talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
Yo.
What's going on, man? Who am I speaking with?
It's Keith from Augusta, man.
Talk to me, Augusta, Georgia, baby. What's up?
Man, congratulations, Alabama won, man. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. If anybody had a case, where it should be in there, it's my dogs, man.
The Georgia Bulldogs?
3-point loss. Yes, sir, I'm Georgia Bulldogs, man.
Okay.
You telling me for a 3-point loss, we dropped from 1 to 6 in the SC championship game after dominating all year. That don't make no sense, man.
I agree, bro. Think about it. Alabama went 8-4. They went up 4 spots. So why the Bulldogs can't go 1-3? Huh?
And Texas jumped 3 spots. And I'm like, if another team would have lost with us, I understand it. FSU was undefeated. You can't disrespect an undefeated conference champion in a Power 5. You just can't. What they did. So 3 spots is already taken how it's supposed to win. Georgia losing a 3-point game to a number 8 Alabama team. Is that warranted from dropping 1 and out of the college playoffs after we've been undefeated all year? That just don't make sense. I'm like, what you think, Coach? Because
Bro, I've been on here for 2 hours and 24 minutes. 2 hours and 24 minutes trying to explain. I was on last night. I did a night shift. I was in the champagne room. I don't have no answers, man, except for take the committee away, make it divisions. The first round of the playoffs will be the conference championship, and call it a day. And now you can't worry about it, right? Here's what you do. You take all of the West and the East of the Big Ten, make it one big conference. The top two teams of that conference play, right? Instead of the East versus the West and the Big Ten, X that. Make it the top out of the Big Ten, and all of the other conferences do it the same way. You take the top two teams, right? Top two teams, make that the conference championship. All conference championships are the first round of the playoffs, and that's it. It ain't no question. You don't have to worry about if this. Now you got to win to get in. It's just that simple. Done.
And what's the crazy part about everything? What made the situation crazy was Alabama couldn't jump Texas because they held the tiebreaker.
Exactly, because Texas beat Alabama, so you had to push Texas with Alabama. That goes to show you how much Alabama they wanted Alabama in.
But how it's supposed to be? Then the committee let them people get in their head. You can't tell me an undefeated team just because they lost their quarterback. We don't know what the defense held up. You cheated their defense about playing in a Rose Bowl and possibly the national championship. If anybody got screwed, they got screwed with no lube, man. I went undefeated. I persevered.
No lube. They got screwed with no lube. Oh God.
No lube, man. They didn't even get to go to the restaurant, man.
Anyway, I'll say this, man. I gotta run. I gotta get these callers out of here, man. But listen, bro, you're not wrong. I get it. To me, it clearly showed, and I'm not to be funny. It clearly showed their want for Alabama to be in, but they had to push Texas along with them because Texas beat Alabama. I think the problem right now, Ellen V, you know what? You're going in the corner, Ellen. I saw that comment. You know what, Ellen? Matter of fact, Ellen, right here. You go right in that corner right there, Ellen V. But I was going to say this. The reason Texas is in is because they beat Alabama and they pushed them along. Because with all the stuff other people are saying, is Michigan truly the best team? Look at their strength of schedule. Is that their best team? Like, be honest. Is it? Hold on, because I just want to say this. Michigan did beat Penn State, right? Let's call it what it is. Michigan did beat Penn State. Michigan did beat Ohio State. However, hold on, let's see. Did they beat Penn State? I'm sorry, I'm all jacked up here. They beat Penn State by 9 points, and they beat Ohio State by 6 points. That's their only two ranked opponents that they played all year. All year. That's who they played all year. And so you're telling me that their strength of schedule was tough enough, and then, of course, they played Iowa in the conference championship 26-0. But anyway, we can talk about that, fella. Man, I appreciate it. I got to run, man. I got a couple of callers, and we getting up out of here, man.
All right, you take it easy, coach, man.
Thanks, brother.
Easy, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
Fuck them Canes.
Say what? No. Say what about them Canes?
Fuck them Canes, go dogs.
Hold up, man. I slap your face, man.
It might be a wrong night.
Yeah, you know
but
what?
Dogs will rise again, man.
You know what,
you heard
man?
it here first.
Matter of fact, I'm glad them Georgia Bulldogs got put back in the kennel. How about that? They got spayed and neutered. Huh? How about that?
Where your Canes at, man?
On the couch with y'all. On the couch with y'all. Me and you. Your mama and your cousin too. Gonna be watching the national championship. On the couch eating Dorito chips. Dom. Homeboy. Ain't nobody want to hear all that.
Yeah, go dogs, man.
Howdy, old Trojan horse type dude. Try to ease your way up in the show. And then once you get in, you want to stab old coach. Well, I ain't with it. I ain't with it. Huh? Them Georgia Bulldogs, guess what? Lift that leg up, cut it from up on them, get that crap up out of here. Go to the crib. Kirby Smart looking kind of Kirby dumb right now.
Nah, man. What Kirby?
I'm just teasing, man. We have a good time. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you, brother.
You said he is doing.
Yeah, man. Come here talking that trash about, man, that dude.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
That crap out of here, man. What's wrong with you talking about my cane? Talking about F them canes. Huh? Matter of fact, me, Mike Norville, and Kirby Smart going to play golf on Monday. How about that? Ain't like they got practice. They got fired on their day off. They ain't got no job. They ain't got nothing to do. And we playing 18 holes. And we going to the 19th hole and get drunk out of our mind. Mike Norville gonna tell the story about how he got them doggone braids in his hair. And Kirby Smart gonna tell the story. Never mind, I'll leave that alone. That's a personal story. Leave that alone. All right, here we go. Who am I looking at here? Did I go to 40? Oh, I'm sorry. 11:44. Caller, talk to us.
What's up, Coach? What's up?
Man, I had to slap some cats.
Down here in Miami, bro.
What's up with you, brother?
Man, look at you. I come in here to throw shade, especially after that last caller.
Talk to
set
me.
me off up in here, man. Man, Alabama need to get a pro team. Okay, you can't get in if you ain't got no teams that's in the professional league.
Come on, dog.
Nobody, you don't make no millionaires. All your millionaires come from other teams that they go to. Alabama ain't got no black millionaires come from their sports. They got to go play for somebody else's state just to make $1 million. You're broke. You're 46 in per capita. And Alabama is all you got. I get it. You need the money. You need the money. You need the bread. You ain't got no money around there. So I see that why they put Alabama in there. It's all you got.
Oh, God.
It's all you got. So y'all go on ahead with that, man. Y'all go on ahead with that.
Oh, God.
Y'all can have it. You know what I'm saying? Florida State should have been in to play that. Them kids out there hustling, playing with everything they got. Okay, they lost their quarterback. The money get paid out, though. Money get paid out when they go to them games, right?
Yeah.
They go to the playoff. Money go to the schools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They
get
do.
money for that. Them kids played well enough for them to be up there and get that money, man.
I mean, they playing in the New Year's Six Bowl. They're playing in the Orange Bowl in Miami against Georgia. That'd be great. I doubt I go to that one.
The money they get. It ain't gonna be like the money playing in the playoffs.
No, I agree.
It ain't gonna be the same money.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel something because of this, where everything gonna change next year, like you say, because they're finna do these whole 12. You're gonna have a bigger playoff and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And yeah, like you say, some people gonna get stuff that won't be as bad as this though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It won't be bad as this though. You know what I mean? But hey, this is what they do, man. Their system is the way they lay it down. You know how we do. We keep on pushing though.
I'm with you, man. Well, like I said, it is what it is. We just having fun. They just throw some shade. And we just having fun with you.
Man. Then Georgia gonna come over here and say, man, come on, get out of here, bro. Y'all need to cut it out. We put in Florida, we put more players. If you look at, I was looking at the Alabama squad just to see how many players outside of the state go to play for Alabama. They make Alabama so great. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Of course.
We got bread down here. We're going to get this NIL thing going. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't got no bread. Y'all ain't going to be able to pay no players. We're going to pump this NIL thing up, start getting some money in these players' pockets and stuff like that, and we'll see what Alabama do there.
I hear you, brother. We're going to definitely find out. We're going to find out real quick. But anyway, let me push on, man. Let me get this thing rocking, man. Got about 7 more callers left.
All right, Coach. Man.
Thanks, man. All right, here we go. Real quick. Duval Canes for the 49. Liberty is 13-0. They should be in the playoff as well. Duval, I love you. And I think you're being funny, facetious, sarcastic. But no. It's a different level. Liberty, no. I don't even know why they rank those schools with the Power 5 schools. I hate to say that. I don't even know why. I don't know why it's not 2 different categories. Why it's not a Power 5 category, a Group of 5 category. Power 5 had a national championship. Group of 5 have the national championship. I'm going to let that ride for the $4.99. Thank you so much. And Joel Hogu, if I said that correctly, $5. Problem with the committee and ESPN is there's too much I think. Think implies opinion. This isn't opinion. This is a fact issue, wins and losses. I have to agree with that. And again, it's not a Florida State issue for me. It is a setting the precedent in college football issue for me. And the reason I say that, because if my beloved Canes, as you see, I got Cane Corner over here. If my beloved Canes was ever in this situation, I'll be pissed. I'll be hot. I'll be hot. I'll be hot. I'll be hot. You understand me? Hot. And that's why I keep asking that same question. If it was Miami Hurricane, I don't want to hear it. If it was your favorite team, I don't want to hear it. I'll be pissed. I'll be on here. I'll go live until they change it or until the internet say, hey, you know that dude right there? He can't come on the internet no more. Because I'll be on here, man, I'll be on here fighting. Go you, Wilm. I'll be live for like 98 hours straight. Go you, Wilm. We belong in the playoff and just fall out the chair. Because we've been waiting 20 years, and you're going to tell me because my quarterback out, we can't go to the playoff? Playoffs? Playoffs? Damn right, I'm going to be hot. I'm be hot as fish grease in this mother lover. Hot as Jamaican food. So, yeah, I'll be hot. Ooh, woo. Hey, LOL 305 for the $50 off in there. Let's go, baby. Let's see what you got to say. LOL 305 for the 50. Coach, thanks for all you do. I appreciate that, man. Great meeting you again at the game. FSU is facing karma for the 2000 BCS snub the Canes got back in the day. They should be happy for the ACC title because they were one loss away from accomplishing just as much as you will. I ain't mad at that. I can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. I appreciate it. Y'all clap it up for LOL 305. LOL, big bucks, no whammies, god dang it. All right, here we go. We got a couple of more up in here. Did I get to here? 4940? 4940. Coming to you, call or talk to us. Give us your name, where you calling from.
What's up, Coach? This is Jeremy, Houston, Texas. I had called you last night.
Hey, Jeremy, what's going on?
I told you what's the man, like I keep hearing the same thing about this strength of schedule, and when Florida State and Alabama beating the same team as LSU, they didn't beat the same LSU team. Alabama knocked out my quarterback before halftime, and that changed that whole game. Like, they didn't play the same LSU team that Florida State played. Florida State beat us out fair and square, but Alabama ain't do the same. And they struggled throughout the whole season.
Okay.
And Michigan, I don't see how they jump. I don't see how they're over Washington. Washington got the better quarterback, and they ain't played nobody.
And he might be the Heisman winner.
The Pack might be the Heisman winner. So I think they have it set up to where they trying to get it. They still trying to get at Harbaugh, because Alabama gonna beat the crap out of Michigan. That ain't gonna be no game. Gonna be just like what TCU did to him last year. And then you're gonna have Alabama playing Texas again. And that's that rematch that they want to see. That's what I think will happen. They want that rematch.
And here's the funny thing. Can I say that? Yeah, they want that rematch. That's why you think they set it up right there. Why do you think they set it up with Alabama and Georgia? They ain't gonna play. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about this. I think, see, I don't know if Alabama is, I have to be very honest with you. Alabama is not the same Bama. Very good, but I don't think they're the same explosive Alabama that they used to be. I think that Milroe plays extremely well. He doesn't get the love that, I don't think he gets the love that he deserves, right? That Bryce Young brought through in the tours and all the tour and Jalen Hurts and so forth throughout the years. I think there was a lot of question about Jalen Milroe early in the season, but he's lived up to the hype. He's lived up to the hype. The dude can throw a football, but the dude can run also. He a big old cat. But I'll say this. What happens if Michigan gets blown out that first round? They showed last year they lost. They get blown out this year. Let's just say if they got blown out. Wouldn't it be fair to say, well, wait a minute. If you go look at it, isn't their strength of schedule? Shouldn't that suffice enough to say that they're not going to be an explosive team? And then the two teams that they played that were ranked, they beat them literally by a total of what? One was 9 points and one was 3 points. I think I still got it up here. I don't know. I can't keep it up. But it was a very small margin for ranked teams. Very small margin.
Yeah, it was very small. It was very small. And to me, like that everybody trying to say ACC and Pac-12 are the same. To me, it's more ACC and Big Ten are the same because it's only those three schools. It's Penn, Michigan, and Ohio.
Right.
And Ohio, I don't think if Michigan play Ohio again, they'll beat them again.
I don't know. Bro. I don't understand Ryan Day.
They had the best player on the team. They had the best player on the field.
But I'll say this.
Harrison Jr.
Yeah, but I don't understand how Ryan Day cannot beat Michigan the past 3 years. Michigan has some good teams, solid teams. But I just don't, with all that firepower that Ryan Day has at Ohio State, and they can't get over the hump with this is amazing to me. It's just amazing to me. But anyhow, man, I appreciate it, man. Let me push on. Let me get these next few calls. I got 3 more in here, and we rocking and rolling.
All right, Coach. Great show, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Bye now. All right. Let me see here. All right, great call right there. I just want to make sure I cut all the donos in here before I push on. Yes. Oh, got one more right here. All right, Angel in the building. Angel says, for the $4.99, Coach, the committee is doing whatever the hell he wants. As next year, it's not even going to matter. Go Canes, suck it. I usually read these before I put them up there, but I saw your name, Angel, and I thought I could trust you. And now I can't trust you. Suck it, FSU, respectfully. Thanks, Angel. I'm just teasing. It's all good. It does matter next year, though, Angel. You know why it matters next year? It won't matter for the top 8. It matters for the bottom 4. It matters for team 13, 14, 15 that get screwed. See, you're just kicking the can down the road. Right now, we're not talking about team 1 and 2. We're talking about team 3 and 4. But when you go to 12 team, we're talking about team what? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about in that sense. Also, shout out to my man, Alex Bostic. What Bostic cat? There go Bostic right there, man. Shout out to my former player, Bostic. He up here on the wall of fame. Shout out to Bostic, man. $20. Question. You closed lines, no worry. 1. Well, Bostic, if you call in, I'm going to open the line for you, Bostic, because I need you to talk to me. I'll open it for you, Bostic. I know some other people ask me, but Bostic, that's my man's 50 grand. If a QB injured get you out the playoffs, can a great QB put you in? Ooh, I said that about LSU, Bostic. 2, what happens if FSU get blown out to Georgia? Committee would have been in on it. You might have to call in, Bostic. You might have to call in, Bostic. If I open this, Bostic, you're going to have 10 seconds because if not, it's going to get flooded. And I'll make you the last one of the night. Appreciate the $10 there, boss. I mean the $20. Excuse me. Good call. I mean, good chat there. Explain. We need to chop it up anyway, boss. We got some work to do. All right, 3012 coming to you. Call or talk to us. Give us your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, man, it's Track and Chubby Coach, man, calling from Mary, PA, man. What's going on?
All right, hold on. A lot went on right there. This is who now?
Man, this CJ, man. I said Truck and Chubby. I gave you my YouTube name.
Okay, that's why I was confused. I'm sorry. And you calling from where?
Mary, PA.
All right, talk to me, man. So what's going on? What's on your mind?
So look, no, man. So I hear everybody's opinion on what's going on. So Florida State, man, being undefeated, no matter what, they should have been in the college playoff, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because they won the ACC. The ACC has some of the toughest defenses in college football this year, to me, Coach. Also, I hear you saying that Michigan, you know, they're undefeated in the Big Ten. They really ain't play nobody. But if you look at the defenses that's in the Big Ten, like you getting fooled because they didn't have the firepower. Ohio State wasn't scoring. It didn't look pretty to the eyes this year, but their defenses are up there. A lot of the defenses that are out of the college football playoff are ranked higher than the defenses that are in the college football playoff right now. Even if you look at your Canes run defense was on point this year. Y'all offense really couldn't get it going, but y'all defense was on point this year. Now I'm paying attention to that, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, man, it don't make sense that they would put Alabama in there and bring Alabama from number 8. Now, what you think about that, Coach? What you think about what I just said?
Well, they want Alabama in. It's about dollars, right? It's about cents. And I'm gonna tell you another reason.
Right.
I have to be very honest. What year was that they kept Bama out? Not was it 2 years ago, whatever it was, when they were talking about put Bama in, blah, blah, blah. I think in my heart of hearts that Nick Saban wins this natty this year. He is done coaching football. He wants to break the Bear Bryant national championship record. He technically has beat it so far as overall natties, but he has one from LSU. He's currently tied with Bear Bryant with natties at Alabama. So if he retires, I see you, Bostic. I'm going to open it right now, buddy.
The conference has been unlocked.
So if he beats it, so hear me out. Because remember, a lot of greats never finish on top. They always stay too long. Right? We saw Michael Jordan. Right? We saw Michael Jordan. All right, I got you in Boston.
The conference has been locked.
I got you in Boston. We see a lot of greats. Michael Jordan stay too long, and it doesn't diminish what he did, but you don't walk off on top. Right? You see Bill Belichick, right? Now everybody's forcing him out when he was considered the GOAT. Now people talking about, it's time for him to go. Did he stay too long? And I think if Nick Saban wins a natty this year, he now will have 8 overall, but 7 at Bama, if I'm not mistaken, 7 at Bama, and that gives him 1 more than the great Paul Bear Bryant. And I think, and I think that'll be.
And get on up out of here.
And I think that'll be a record that won't be.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before you get me on up out of here, Coach, because I hear you wanting on your man Boston or whatever, but we don't know what the Florida State quarterback would have done. We don't know what he would have done. You know what I'm saying? They just assuming that he would have bombed, but we don't know that because Florida State had one of the best defenses in college football to me. You know what I mean? They won, like you said earlier, they won with a 3rd-string quarterback against Louisville. You know what I mean? In the ACC championship, undefeated. Now, can you go to Michigan and say that front is hurt because they did lose an offensive lineman? Remember in the Ohio State game? Can you say, okay, Michigan don't deserve to be in there because their offensive line ain't as strong as it is? Now they run the ball. A lot of what J.J. McCarthy do and Michigan do, they want Blake Corum to run that rock. Them trenches up there at Michigan is for real. So can you say, Michigan, their front ain't the same for college football playoff because they're missing one person? Let's knock them out. Let's put somebody else in. You know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying, Coach. That make a lot of sense. What you're saying about Alabama and Nick Saban getting that title. Something funny definitely going on here because it just don't make sense to hold out Florida State and the ACC because the
ACC was definitely no scrubs. I watched a lot of ball for the first time when in the ACC, and I seen a lot of great defense in there. I did.
I'll say this last piece. I will say this last piece as I let you go here. I got two more callers in there. I'll get with Bostic here. But I'm about lost my dang thought. Well, Coach tripping up in here, man. Coach on the cane juice and it's biting. The cane juice biting. But I'm trying to think what I was just about to say to you, and I read something that threw me off. I know what I was going to say. At Florida State, here's what a lot of people are also not taking in account of. The young man that came in, I forgot his name for Florida State, the third string guy. You have to remember how fast he got put into action. You have to remember when
to the Wolves.
When you coach football, it's your first string, second string, and the third string. So if I had 10 reps, this is usually how it works. If you have 10 reps, 6 is going to go to the first string, 3 is going to go to the second string, and 1 goes to the third string. So if you take that same ratio and you multiply it times, 60 plays overall, that's how it works. Think about this young man, the third string quarterback. So when people get on Mike Norvell, why they had to do what they did, the young man literally, not only that he's a freshman, I'm not really tripping about that, but he was the third team guy. So Travis Jordan, remember he gets hurt at North Alabama, Rodemaker, who got less than half of the reps, probably a 40% guy, 30% guy in reps. He gets thrown in against North Alabama. Then he goes the next week and I think it's concussion protocol. And the guy that's getting not even less than 10% of the reps is now in the net, is in the championship game, is in the conference championship game. So Mike Norvell, to his credit, was smart to take the power away from him because, no, I can't throw it all over the field. This young man, and people can say, well, you should have practiced some more. It doesn't work that way. So to his credit, now imagine if this young man has, what do they have, 2-3 weeks before they go to the playoffs? 4 weeks or whatever it is?
A couple of weeks. They get a couple of weeks to the playoff game.
So now I can get a couple of weeks of reps with this guy in practice. I'm not saying it's going to make a big difference, but it's way different than what you saw at Louisville.
Absolutely, 100%.
Their playbook.
That's what I meant by that,
bro. Their playbook was down to 1 page versus 4 or 5 pages for Travis Jordan, maybe 2.5, 3 pages for Rodemaker. This dude is on 1 page of playoff. But I appreciate it, man. Let me push on, brother.
Hey, no doubt, Coach, man.
Anytime.
Thanks for having me, man. Hey,
Anytime,
man, you're an
brother.
inspiration for me to keep going. So,
well, plug your stuff,
keep
man.
Doing you, Coach.
Plug your stuff real quick. Plug your stuff.
Truckin' Chubby, man. TRU, the trucking without the G, and Chubzy, CHUBBZY.
All right, what is it about? Trucking? Car, like truck driving?
Nah, man. It's about sports, man. I just had to come up with something different, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Throw people off a little bit.
I threw me off. I thought you was on the highway, dog. But anyway, I appreciate it, man. Hey, go ahead and type it in the chat.
Though. I was a truck driver over the road talking sports, though, for sure. You'll see some of the vids of me in the truck.
I love it, man. All right, man. Well, let's talk, man. We'll definitely get up.
No doubt, Coach.
All right, brother. All right, real quick, I got 2 more. I'm going right here. Anonymous, is this Ms. Wilcox, part 2?
Yes, this is the bear. So you just brought it up.
I'm listening.
You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
See, y'all all been sitting here waiting. That's why they in. The bear don't like that. He didn't go in fair. Bear Bryant letting you know. And then you're going to put Florida State against Georgia, make sure less money goes to the ACC, and he wants to go out with a bang. And you know Michigan ain't played nobody. I told you at the beginning, Michigan ain't played nobody. See, y'all be smoking the wrong smoke. Get that cigar that the bear used to smoke, because he's smoking well. See, that spirit is up.
Yes, ma'am.
And he's not happy.
Yes, ma'am.
Because what? It's not about Alabama. It's about the Bear records. And I thought y'all should have knew when I brought it up about the Bear.
I brought it up, Ms. Wilcox.
When the
I'm the best student in here.
Bear spirit ain't no joke.
Yes, ma'am.
And at the end of the day, you cannot predict what somebody can do because Alabama, when they played others, their quarterback was hurt, but they had backup and nobody said anything.
No, ma'am.
This is a sellout to the world.
Yes,
and everybody talking about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Every channel, every white man, black man, Puerto Rican, whatever, they all say it's not fair. Florida State supposed to be in there because they 13-0. That was all the rules, the old rules. You earned it. And now they want to burn it because he wants to be over the Bear. And the Bear ain't resting.
Yes, ma'am.
99, Michigan. 99, Washington. 97, Florida State. 55, UG. 42 votes went to Alabama. Who's cheating who? Because if y'all up here smoking the wrong cigar, it is what it is. This is rigged. This is about what? This is going to be the last show because guess what? I tell you, America don't have no money. Neither of these teams neither. They need that money to sit on because the next 4 years, someone's going to be sitting in the dark.
Yes, ma'am.
Someone's going to be sitting in the cold.
Yes, ma'am. I got
Someone's going to be sharing money to take care of one another.
Yes,
but at the same time, Florida State should have been in, but they had to learn a lesson.
Yes, ma'am. I got to go. I got to push on.
And Miami Hurricane would have set it off. If you would have let the right people come in, then this would have never happened.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm out. Good night.
Good night, Ms. Wilcox. The Oracle felt so inclined to give it to you twice. And let that sit on your mind. Real quick, Mr. Andrew, 2,800 for the $5. I believe if Deion were coach at FSU and they got 13-0 in the playoffs, they'll be in the playoff. All right. Thanks for Preston, $4.99. I can't wait to watch Georgia blow out FSU at Hard Rock on the 30th. Yeah. I'll be in the stands in my USC gear. Slap for all the soft Seminoles. Slap who? Crap out of here, man. I'm just talking trash. I don't know what's going on. All right, we got one more caller, and then I'm going to get to my man's here. 3626. We got 2 minutes. Talk to us. We out of here. Going once. Wake up. You live, 3626. Going twice.
Hello?
Well, you almost crashed your plane. Talk to us. You got 2 minutes, man.
Hello, I'm on.
You live in color. Let's go.
What's going on, Coach? It's Boston.
Oh, Boston. Hold on, Boston. You hold on. I hit the wrong button. Hold on. Boston about to get slapped. All right, 2896. 2896.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on with your coach?
What's going on? Who am I speaking to?
Man, you know this is John out of South Carolina.
John, what's up with you, man? Talk to us.
Man, over here listening to a whole bunch of nonsense. Nah, I kind of got in late, so.
All right, talk to me.
But yeah, so I don't know if anybody brought this up. I'm going to bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
For this scenario, I'm going to blame the NCAA. And I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
What was the main story throughout the entire college football season, or one of the biggest stories? That was up in Ann Arbor, the whole sign stealing deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing.
That's what the Oracle said. That's what the Oracle said. 2 major incidents where the coach got suspended twice, total 6 games,
twice,
half a season. Go ahead.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's my deal. This is my thing. The NCAA really created this problem, right? Because instead of saying, know what, Michigan does not deserve to be in any type of, bowl game or, postseason type deal, now what ends up happening is you got a team like Florida State that gets snubbed. So
at the end of the day, if Florida State fans and Georgia fans alike want to blame anybody, they need to look at the NCAA and how they are funny with these things. Because it seems to me that they're very, and this is all well known, but you got to hold people like this accountable. Because now they always talking about it's not fair to the Michigan kids or whatever. That's on their coach. At the end of the day, I always believe that at the end of the day, when you make a mistake like that, that it affects the entire program, fair or unfair. But what's more unfair? That a team can get in the playoffs knowing that they have this scandal behind their name, or a team like Florida State who's undefeated, but because they have a injured quarterback, they can't get in. And I'm a Cane fan, but I'm gonna be real with you. I felt for Florida State because if I spent all my year, if I spent the whole season going undefeated, beating teams, don't matter. We never, and we can't put style points in it because every National Football Championship team has a game or two where they struggle against lesser opponents.
Right.
So at the end of the day, this whole thing with the Michigan scandal and the NCAA is who the people need to look at, not the committee. Because if you're the committee, you're going to put the 4 best teams in there, or who they feel is the 4 best teams in there. So that's how I look at it.
I'm with you, bro. Listen, I hear all of it. I think it's a total mess because I think personally, you do not allow the teams to dictate their success. You have people ranking them. Everything that's in college football is subjective. Everything is subjective.
Yep.
There is nothing where the teams themselves dictate their success based on their performance, regardless of style, points, this point. Wins and losses always been said is the only category that matters. That's it.
Yep.
Michael Jordan scored 63 and still lost. Guess what? Do you think they said, well, you know what? They shouldn't be able to go to the NBA playoffs. You know what? Because he scored 63 points and that looked real good, but they lost the game. So we're going to forget the loss, but he scored 63. No, it's about W's and L's. And the college football is the only place that I know. It's very similar to March Madness. Don't they have a bracket? And whoever wins moves on. That's what it is.
And my
God.
is,
Hold on. You ever heard March Madness say, you know what? The starting guard is out. We're not going to let them play.
No, I never, and that's what I'm saying. I never heard if I'll be honest, March Madness gets it right almost every single year. I mean, are they going to have a hit and miss here and there? Yeah, of course. But for the most part, every single year, March Madness seems to get better and better. So, and it's because, just like you said, they asked me to look at the performance of the school, of the team, and they go based off of that. And with college basketball, it's a lot more parity. So you're going to have a lot more closer games than you're going to have in football. Right. But at the end of the day, it's just like I said, if, in my opinion, Michigan should have never even been involved with any type of postseason. It should have been, in my opinion, either Florida State or Georgia, and preferably, I would say, because Florida State is the actual conference champion and the undefeated conference champion, they should be in over Georgia. And let Alabama be, over there over Georgia because they beat them in a neutral field. That's just how I feel. And Michigan would just had to sit with this or not.
Well, guess what, brother? Guess what? Not to cut you off. We ain't got to wait that long. We're going to see somebody play. And we're going to be here for it. That's all I can tell you. But I hate to cut you off, but I got to run. I got to get up. I'm already 3 hours in this deal.
Oh, you good, man. Hey, I was going to say this. Alabama for the win. I was just going to call it right now. I would have won the soda off for them. So, hey, I appreciate it.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. Anyway, real quick, Yellow says it's 64 teams, not 4. Right, I get it. But with those 64 teams, who are those teams that's in? It's all the same deal, right? Trust me, this same argument, Yellow 265, is going to happen with 12 teams. When the 13th best team is going to say, why am I not in? I had a harder schedule than the 12th best team. I had a harder schedule than the 11th best team. Trust me. Mark my words. December 3rd, 2023, 10:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You never can fix it if you do it that way. But if you just tell me straight up, the team that wins, that's in, and not the popularity contest, then you don't have the issue. All right, Bostic, you up online, man. Talk to us, man. Bostic.
Can you hear me, Coach?
I'm about to get you on Dog Squad, boy. You know what time it is.
Can you hear me, Coach?
I can hear you loud and clear, my brother.
All right, I appreciate it, Coach. I like to get straight to the money. But I'm sorry, let's get straight to the business. I hear a lot of chatter that's talking about what's fair, what's not. Coach, let's get down to the bottom line. Coach, I'm going to throw out 4 information or facts that you may have or the viewers may not have known. Now, Number 1, when going into selection, the committee always consider how much revenue they're going to make. If you look up the top 4 teams that travel the best, that's going to bring the revenue. In the top 4, guess who's 2 teams that make that roster?
Miami?
Texas and Alabama.
Oh.
No, Texas and Alabama. Texas is number 3, right? Alabama is number 2.
Okay.
Then when you rank what schools bring in the most revenue, Ohio State is number 1 at $251 million. Texas is at number 2, $239 million. And Alabama comes in at number 3 at $214 million per year. So now we get to the situation, Coach, where we try to say who's going to make the college football playoffs, right? Now, Florida State, Texas, Alabama, Washington, and Michigan, as well as Georgia, is considered who's going to be in the top 4 teams. Coach, now we get to the number 4 spot. Who shall we choose there? Ooh, Coach, do you know what happened in March of 2024 of this year? May 24th, 2023. Coach, the ACC changed their revenue sharing structure, which means teams will earn more money for postseason success. ACC opted out of that. They said we're going to bet on ourselves. Now, guess this, Coach. According to the 2021 tax returns obtained of last week of USA Today, ACC schools has ranked 4th among Power 5 conferences, right? Averaged the distribution of $39.4 million for that year. So, Coach, if we get to the top 4 teams, if the Florida State is not in the top 4, guess what happens?
It brings more revenue. Yeah, I get it. So, Bostic, all of that's great, and I love it. Great information. And what you said is 100% correct. But I think it's 2 sides to the coin. We know that business will always trump fairness. That I think everybody knows. However, how do you tell your team that's 13-0 that y'all can't go to the dance? Because it's not Coach Mike Norvell and his team's fault that the ACC opted out of all the stuff you talked about. You're 100% right. I'm not disputing one thing you said. I'm going to take everything you say 100% factual. I think there's 2 sides of the coin. There's the fairness side, and then there's the business side. Like I've always said, the business side, I understand why the committee did that. But the fairness side says what's what. How can you merge both together where it's fair and it's business at the same time?
Coach, my simple answer to that is called life. They're teaching them an early lesson in life. Coach, Coach, let me say this, Coach.
I'm with you.
Out here. Coach, I am highly upset that Florida State did not make number 4. I have personal interest, and I have a close personal teammate, friend, and consultant that's on the staff at Florida State.
We got the same buddy, yeah.
I am mad about that, Coach. I am more mad that they chose an injury of a kid to get him out. And do you know how much hurt that kid could feel? It could almost lead up to suicide and depression when you're told that it's your fault that you did not make it.
Right.
It's your fault. You got injured that we did not make it as a team.
Right.
That's a lot to put on a kid of NCAA situation. Right. That's a lot.
And here's the thing, though, Boston. It's not like he's put out because he went out in the community and made a bad decision. He got hurt playing the game. It's not like he went out in the community, got arrested for DUI, some foolishness, right? Like he got put out playing the game, dog. Yeah, I'm with you.
Coach, we had an FSU player stole crab legs. Coach still made it to that championship. Coach. Coach, what we talking about? Coach, what we talking about? Coach, these people, Coach. Listen. I understand the frustration, Coach. I understand the frustration.
Oh God,
but you know what I have learned early in my life, Coach? That America is not fair. That life is not fair. And the thing about it that hurts me the most, that the NCAA blatantly said it. You have a kid that's hurt.
Yeah.
That's hurt.
Yeah.
And therefore that happened. So, Coach, the first part of my question on my chat when I sent it was, if a quarterback can get you out of the playoffs, then a quarterback should be able to put you in. So whoever has the best quarter should have got in.
And hold on. And that's why I brought up Jaden Daniels from LSU. Even though they lost, like you said, if a quarterback can get you out, I think LSU right now, you have to remember this too, right? I think LSU right now is playing way better football on the back half of their season than they were the first half. You understand what I'm saying?
That's correct.
And I believe
That's
with
correct.
Jaden Daniels playing the way he's playing and the way the team is playing, that, yeah, they lost three games, but they also lost 3 SEC games. Well, they lost one Florida State, which was the number 4 team or whatever they were at the time. They lost to a LSU, Ole Miss, and they lost to Alabama. Bro, you lost.
And Coach,
yeah,
that's right. That's true. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. But Coach, my second question is, if Florida State that's going to play Alabama, I guarantee you that if Florida State is going to play Georgia, I guarantee that will be one of the most watched college football championships this year. If you ever watch it, because what's going to happen is, if Florida State gets blown out, the committee will say, we're right. You see what happens. If they win and beat Georgia, right? If they win and beat Georgia, now Florida State has the right to say we are co-national championship winners. If that should happen, I think it's going to be one of the most watched games of it. Coach, I appreciate your time. Shout out to the Miami Northern Senior High School that's on the way today.
Who they playing, Boston? Who they playing? Who they playing? Who they playing?
We're playing Berkeley Prep. Berkeley Prep. Coach, I'm already hot by that. Coach, please don't get me started on that.
Hold on, Boston.
Hold on, Saturday, Coach. We are prime time football.
Hold on, Boston.
Miami Northern, ranked number 1 in the state, get played at 10 a.m. on Saturday. I am highly upset.
Hold on, Boston.
I don't even want.
Hold on, Boston. But Berkeley out of Tampa?
Yes, sir.
Hold up, Boston.
Hold on, Coach. That's on bread. Hold on, Coach.
Hold up, Boston. Hold up. Because you know, me and you were the first ones, and the rest of the guys, of course, but we on here. The first ones to bring a state championship to Miami Northern Senior High School.
Absolutely. That's correct, Coach.
We played Orlando Edgewater in Tallahassee at Doak Campbell Stadium, Bobby Bowden Field, and they getting ready to play Berkeley Prep at 10 a.m. Where's the game going to be held at?
Coach, and I'm mad about that. That's why Florida State didn't make it, because they kicked us out of Doak Campbell and they sent us to FAMU to play a state championship game. Problem.
Bro, and, can I tell you this? That's a state problem. Can I be honest? I don't know why. Listen, we're the only state where our state championship is not played in an NFL or major college stadium.
There you go. Now that's a topic I'm willing to jump. And because I got so much heat about.
Well, guess what?
Because we're playing
Let's talk.
FAMU.
Let's talk.
We are the top. We are the top. The NFL players, the top 2 or 3 states. Florida is it. Why do we treat like trash? Miami-Dade County produces one of the most
NFL athletes, and you telling me the only thing we got that claim of fame is Trash Pile Stadium, I got a problem. They call it the Mecca, I got a problem.
Here's my problem. And here's the thing. Hold up. And remember, the NFL hooked up Trash Powell. The NFL hooked it up when they came down there, and they won't put the turf in down there. So people get that twisted. Second is, Boston, why is it not in Orlando? Because it's neutral for all parties, right? It's a neutral site. You got Camping World Stadium right here. You got even the hell, y'all do it in Tampa, at Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers Stadium. You go to Texas, they play at Jerry's World. You go to Georgia, they play at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Like, you go to Louisiana, they play at where the Saints play. So we're playing at FAMU. Hell, they had the state championship over there at the Municipal Stadium where Bethune-Cookman play at. That's a county stadium, dog, and that's the state championship game, bro. And you know who I blame? I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you who I blame. And I know I may be wrong. And me and you gonna sit up here and do a show about it. We're gonna get on the phone here soon. I blame all those NFL dudes that walk through these halls that went on
There you go.
and don't use their power. Instead, we rather give out a book bag drive. And I got a whole thing. Hey, Boston, I might have come to Atlanta for this one.
So I'm hyped. I don't even drink. Coach. I never drunk a day in my life, Coach. But I might get on that cane juice. I'm biting. That's how I am right now, Coach.
And if you don't drink it, I'll drink yours.
Coach, I'm hot. Coach, if I can put together all the NFL player salary over the last 30 years, Coach, in Florida, and then I go look at what has been done down in Miami-Dade County, and I look at it and I see, what are you doing with your money? And the best thing that I can see is that we giving out bikes and book bags. We don't have a community where we could train that to facilitate nutrition. We don't have nowhere where these kids can go and get rehab facilities.
Ain't no community center where you got Betty T right now, but that wasn't always around.
Coach, that's the same share stadium at Florida Memorial, Kansas City, Miami Gardens, Chargers. Everybody plays. We got universities playing Betty T Ferguson, Coach. That's Miami Gardens that put that together.
I try not to do it, dog. Bro, we playing a state game at Florida A&M University.
Florida A&M, Coach.
And here's my deal.
Stadium,
Listen, I appreciate Florida A&M, but even and here's the thing when you talk about trying to save money, you're going to ask a team from Miami to drive 7.5 hours and a team from Tampa to drive up there, way up there in the corner of the dang on state. When you could have went right here to UCF and played it, ain't like they playing no game. You could have played right at their stadium. You could have played at the Citrus Bowl, right? It's plenty of stadiums around here where you could have played. Hell, you could have played at the Worldwide Sports of Disney or whatever it's called. But you're gonna go way up here, bro. You're gonna go way up here in the Tallahassee to play that game. At least we played at Doak Campbell.
There you go. Coach, you want to hear something even worse, Coach? And I know no time is coming.
No, ain't no time limit. This is Boston, dog. You on the wall of fame, cuz. Boston right there.
Coach, let me put this in perspective, Coach. Northern was the number one team, right, in the state of Florida, in their division, right? There was a team out of Jacksonville who we played that was Bulls. Coach, do you realize them kids already knew it was an 80 to 90% chance they was going to lose? Coach, you know they made them drive all the way to Miami to play Northern, to lose, and go back. If they would have won and win state, they would have had to travel twice, down to Miami and then down to Tallahassee. That's not fair.
Yeah, we got it, Boston. We got to get up and have a legit conversation because I think it's something that needs to be talked about. I've been wanting to talk about this. I think we do a terrible job as, I'm going to just call us state of Florida alumni who walk out of here. And we don't force our hand to these entities, but yet they quick to call you to come and donate. Now, I just saw you on a social media post with the quarterback from New Orleans, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
I saw you. I see Bo, and I see all them guys. And y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. If you don't think them people ask for a couple of dollar signs while y'all there.
Coach, That's given, coach. If I put how much I give to Miami-Dade County football and high school, and I ain't play it down in the league, coach, it's sad because I do it for the passion.
And you do it for the benefit of the kids. Because they need
the
it.
money, coach.
Yeah, but what we're doing is that's silent. We're not using our voices to shed light. We haven't turned the light on. We talking still, even though with all that happening, that's behind closed door. When you turn that megaphone on and you turn that spotlight on real bright, you'll start exposing the roaches. Why do you think roaches run when you cut the lights on? They don't want to be seen. They have a full disco going on when the lights off. They be in the cabinet dancing with the Cheerios. They be in the box eating that rice under the table that the shorty them dropped off the table. When you cut that light on, they ain't willing to risk none of that. I'm out of here. It's the same exact thing. Bro, it's nowhere in the world that the state of Florida high school is in the situation it's in with the amount of players, the amount of notoriety. And bro, I would tell you a quick story, boss. You remember we used to go to those conferences in January?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We got me, Coach Dunn, a lot of coaches throughout the years, just coaches. We got a lot of kids in. That's why I actually met Corey Raymond when he was at Utah State, the DB coach that was at Florida, they just fired. We were in Tennessee or wherever we were. Do you know that Dade County made us use our own personal days to fly out and go represent their school at the coaching conference to help kids get in college? Damn, y'all won't even give us work days to go, let alone didn't pay for anything. They ain't pay for no hotel, food, per diem, none of that. We pay for all that ourselves to help get y'all in college, to help get y'all where y'all are. But yet, you know what they want from us? Coach, do y'all mind sending us a list of all of the kids that y'all put in college? And you know what the GMAC, which is the Greater Miami Athletic Conference? Hold on.
Donate. Yep.
No, the Greater Miami Athletic Conference will put a list up of all the kids that the GMAC put in college.
Oh, wow.
This was before Huddle.
Wow.
They wouldn't even give us money. Remember how we used to have the DVD tower where we had to burn all the DVDs?
Right.
They didn't give us no money for those DVDs. I remember going to Office Depot, buying the 100-stack blank DVD for the towers so we could burn DVDs, dog, for y'all.
I remember that, right?
You remember that, right? These are the things I'm saying. But we don't use our power against the establishment. Overall, we don't challenge the FHSAA. I'm still waiting for my playoff money from Norland. They don't pay us. Dog, do you know coaches in Dade County don't get paid to coach spring football?
Sad.
I think it's 3 coaches.
The coach in Texas, how much they make, coach?
Oh, you got them. Some making 100. Bro, my first check from coaching y'all. Y'all want to know what my first check was for the entire year from coaching y'all? I'll never forget it. I took a picture of it. $900, and it was a SunTrust Bank check. It was purple. I'll never forget it. $900 for a whole entire year of coaching y'all. They didn't even put it in my check. They actually gave me a check because remember I wasn't a full teacher that very first year. It was a $900 check, Boston. $900. Then when you become a teacher, they put it into your check. So you end up working for like 38 cents a day, dog.
Yeah. Yep.
But that's our fault, though. I don't blame nobody but us.
That's true. If you don't say nothing, nobody knows.
Because I'm gonna say this too, Boston. Boston, I'm gonna say this too, and maybe some people may not like it, and I'd love to have a panel about it. When a lot of these dudes go off, and I'm not saying all of them, but when a lot of these dudes go off, they give more love to their colleges than they do their high schools.
Right.
Bro, why would you give $1 million to Michigan when they got a $17 billion endowment? I get it. You want to have your name on the room. Hey, the Alex Bostic linebacker room. I get it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you shouldn't. That's your money. Do what you choose. But in the same breath, Listen, I got a story about a dude. I'll say this, and I'm gonna leave him nameless. Remember, we were trying to get state championship rings for y'all.
The state rings. Yeah, I do remember.
We had to fundraise to get state championship rings for y'all. You know who we had to fight off? We had to fight off administrators who get a full salary. So y'all, as the kids, could get your rings because we only had allotted so many rings. After that, we had to pay. Every administrator wanted a ring. They got full salaries. We had to go fundraise money so you as a 17-year-old kid could have a state ring that you practiced and earned and played, bruised, bled, sweated for. But administrators, the district administrators, the school administrators, they wanted to be a part of the allotted ring amount. And they ain't even show up to half the damn games. When they could have cut
probably better to get them.
Bro, they could have wrote a check. They could have simply wrote a check for their ring, but instead they were like, nah, because I'm the such and such head honcho. I deserve one. Well, damn, what about this kid out here that broke his leg playing? What about this kid out here that's sweating and broke his back? What about all these kids out here? I'm telling you, dog, but we don't expose that kind of crap, bro. And that's the kind of stuff we need to do. That's the kind of stuff Boston.
Coach, you know why? Coach, the reason why I give back right now to New Orleans and to my school coach, because I remember who helped pay for our rings.
Okay.
I remember who paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember. So you have to be a situation where you got to pay it forward. There is another kid, whatever I donate, that's going to make it, that's going to reach back. Coach, I know a player that went to New Orleans and donated some stuff for a college sidelines so they could have, but they get to the school, our high school. These are the kids that, Coach, you know, I hate to say this, but Coach, do you know what I have to donate to a school to help kids? I'm talking about as little as deodorant, Coach.
Yeah.
Socks, undershirts. This is the basic stuff, but we got colleges that's coming to get our kids and they indoctrinate them and they take them and they never return. Because, Coach, NCAA, every college that the NFL gets, that gets drafted, if that kid graduates, the NCAA, that school receives money. They receive money from the NFL. They receive money from the NFL. Now, an NFL player, if he was to donate to a high school, the NFL will match it. So they don't even use that.
They have a program for that. Yes, I know that.
They won't even use that.
No, but we'll go do a book bag drive.
Yeah.
We're going to give out bikes. Hey, we're going to give out bikes. Dudes don't even go outside and play. So I'll say this to you, Boston. Back to this. We had a guy that was there. We asked him for a situation to try to help. Coach, we can't really do it. But a dude invited us to King of Diamonds that night. Had 10 grand in the left back pocket, 10 grand in the right back pocket. Damn. And we were talking about $1,000, $2,000. Damn, dog. Instead of throwing it at this chick over here paying for her breast implants, throw it to the shorty. You might change his life. I'm just saying, bro, we have to, man, Boston, we could talk for ages about this, bro, but I'm just saying that the reason the state of Florida high school football is in the situation it's in, because we don't demand more. We got the leverage.
Right.
We just don't use it.
Right.
We got the leverage.
Right.
We just don't use it.
Right. Right.
No, people don't realize.
Coach, you ever heard of section?
Go ahead.
You ever heard of Section 104? The media guy.
Yeah, he films the things. I don't know who he is, but I know he films the games live or whatever.
He films the games, Coach. Florida FSHAA, they just hired a TV company that's filming all the state championship games. Right, they're getting paid from it. So they won't allow this guy to film the games because people donate to see free.
Right.
So they shut him down.
Oh, I know.
They shut him down.
I know.
And my goal is to get that guy in the doggone stadium so he can film whatever media, whatever we got to pay to get that. Why do we discourage people that's trying to do something to help the community? Because you go to the Texas, they got their own TV high school network.
I know.
Network, Coach.
Yeah. And guess what? It ain't that hard. You can literally do it on StreamYard for $24 a month. Bro, I'm telling you, Boston, we could talk about it. But I know a guy who got the contract for Dade County. And here's the funny thing about it. Watch this. He got the contract, and both schools are required to pay him half of, let's just say it was $300. $300 per game. So Norland is responsible to pay $150. Let's say Carroll City is responsible to pay $150. So he's making $300 per game. Per game now. So imagine that per week. So imagine if you have 5-6 cameras out and start on a Wednesday. You cover all the games. And you filming the game, that's it. And the coach paid, and now they got Huddle. You just upload it for them, it's on Huddle, it's done. But Boston, we could talk some business, and we listen. Everybody said they ready, Boston. But are you ready to blitz, dog? That's all I'm saying.
Coach, let me tell you something, Coach. No both for Brad, but Coach, that's why I became self-sufficient, self-sustaining.
Yeah.
This is what I got. Nobody can try to take it away from me. I build it again. Because when you start talking about these things, you begin to lose things. That's not me, Coach.
Of course.
That's not me.
Of course not.
And so I'm willing to go to bat. If I got to be the person to go to bat for my city, for my state, for my county, somebody got to say something like, why are we struggling I don't understand.
Listen, the FHSAA, when you go to the playoffs, they take a percentage of your ticket sales.
There you go.
And my thing is, I don't have an issue with that. My thing is, but how are you giving it back? How are you bro, I'll say this to you. I'll say this last thing, boss. I want to say it. No. You remember I was at Jackson. You remember Cadillac Therese ended up playing in the NFL. I'll never forget this story.
Right.
Jackson at the time, which they probably still do, looked exactly like the Green Bay Packers. Gold pants, green jersey, white jersey. When I tell you those uniforms were so brittle that when you tried to stitch them back together, the stitches wouldn't hold. I'm going to just tell you this story. You ready? Hear me out. I remember us warming up before a game. You know how y'all down there, y'all doing, Saigon squats and all that stuff.
Right.
And I looked down at the jit. I'm like, what's up, boy? You ready to play? And when I looked down, I'm like, dang, bro, that's your nuts. The pants had bust wide open in the middle. They were so brittle, they couldn't even hold the stitches, dog. That he had to literally wear yellow tights under the game pants so his man parts ain't hanging out. Like, we can't even get uniforms, bro. And when I say it was bad, I'm talking about stuff was bad, bro. And I'm like, we ain't talking about getting a uniform every week, every 2 days. We're talking about, and we have major people. Hold on, remember this. And I'm not blaming him whatsoever. I'm just telling you the alumni that came through there. At that time, guess who had played for Miami Jackson at that time?
Who was the coach?
Elvis Dumerville was an alumni.
I remember that. Yeah, I was gonna call his name because I think I was gonna be.
And I'm not blaming Elvis Dumerville whatsoever about monies. I'm just saying how we had major alumni. Elvis Dumerville was $100 million dude. We talking about uniforms might be $5,000, maybe 10 at the most. And I'm not saying that he needs to pay for that. But what I'm saying is, how do you cultivate a relationship where we can both live and build off of this? And that's the issue, dog. Now, again, I'm not blaming Elvis Dumerville whatsoever about the condition of whatever. I was just saying that we had a prominent person that you could have built, and we have many more that you could have built the relationship on. Bro, Lee Corso, a lot of people don't know this. Lee Corso went to Miami Jackson.
He did?
Yes. Not so fast, my friend. Wow. The guy that puts the helmet on his head and picks the games, that Lee Corso that played at Florida State, Lee Corso. That Lee Corso is from Miami, played at Miami Jackson. They actually did a whole, watch this. I'm going to show you how funny stuff is. ESPN or wherever he worked for came to the school and did an expose, about him being there, he's talking to the player. You think they did anything for the school? Anything? Hey, coach, here go money for your pregame meals or something. No, but they're so used to us just being happy because you came by. It's okay. I remember this. I'm telling a lot, but we're going to talk. I actually did this up here in Orlando. You know, those people used to come and they try to get your top players, and those guys build those scouting things.
Right.
I got this from somebody else. I'll leave them nameless because they ain't said put it out there, but I actually implemented up here. So I told them, same scouting report people, because they want to build that list. A lot of people don't know they sell that list for 10 grand. Right? Coach, your top players. You go out there as a coach, you happy? Yeah, I got Alexander Bostic, I got Antoine Barnes, I got Dwayne Bowe, I got Willie Pope, I got all these people. Well, guess what? Guess what, bro? I told the dude, hey, if you want this list, if you wouldn't mind, just pay for our pregame meals for the year. I ain't gonna say nothing to nobody, I promise. I ain't gonna mess up my good thing. Well, coach, I can't do that. Now, mind you, they sell that same list for 10 grand to Georgia, 10 grand to Auburn, 10 grand to Tennessee, 10 grand to Florida State, 10 grand to Miami, 10 grand. How do you think those college coaches know who you were when they walked in? Hey, coach, you got Antoine Barnes here, you got Alexander Bostic here, and Dwayne Bowe. How do you think they knew their names?
Exactly.
But yet, mind you, if you sold that list for 10 grand for a South Florida list at that time was 10 stacks. You sold that to 10 schools, that's 100 grand. Just for names. That ain't including Central Florida, North Florida. But nobody want to give back, dog. How you a state championship team, dog? You got to fundraise for rings like we Pop won them. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
It's crazy.
Come on,
We
dog.
playing on the HBCU, man. I love HBCU, Coach. FAMU. I mean, I love them, but Coach, you got to get the top of the top. Miami Dolphins Stadium, Florida State Stadium. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, Camping World is big enough, right? Camping World is big enough. It's a central location. It's right there, and it's turf. It ain't like you're gonna tear up the grass. It's turf. You're not gonna tear up the grass. Like I get some of these schools don't want to do it because you run eight games in there on that grass. You tear it up the smithereen. This turf. Terrible, bro.
Because about the money, they hide the money. And I think that's another reason. Get back to the subject. Florida State is in it, Coach.
Oh, that I know. I know it's not about the money. I get that. But do you think they should do it like they do the NFL? You just win and you in? Like you win your conference? And like the first round of the playoffs should be the conference championship. And there's no questions then.
So explain that, Coach. Break that down.
Okay.
When you was talking about that.
Perfect example. Okay, they want to go 12 teams. Let's just say because you have not separated group of 5 like the Sun Belt, the Conference USA and so forth, Mountain West, MAC and all of that. There's no longer going to be a Pac-12. Cool. Because see, if there was a Pac-12, it'd be different, but there's no longer a Pac-12. If you take the conference champion from the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, the Big 12, that's 8 teams right there. Correct? The other 4 teams, you have to pick from the best 2 conferences out of the group of 5. Let's just say the MAC and the Sun Belt. I'm just picking them up, whatever.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Those could be your Cinderella teams. Well, guess what?
Okay.
So the first round is your championship win. The second round, would be what? They would 1 and 2 would play what? The group of 5 teams. That's your kind of like it's kind of like your bye week, but you playing a lesser team.
Right.
That's the benefit for being the top guy. Right. Now, if you want to rank them within that, that's different, but it's still in. But if you want to say, like right now, Michigan is undefeated, Washington State is undefeated, Who else is undefeated? That's it, right?
Those three. Yep. Now you got some other teams that's not ranked, like SMU, like those teams that's not big, but they're undefeated.
No. But they had so prime example, SMU would be in because they won their conference. And like that would have been the first round. And then whoever the other team is, I don't know, Tulane, whatever. I don't know. Whatever those 8 teams are. So now round 2 would be Michigan could play SMU, right? 1 against 12, or actually 8, because it'll go down. 1 against whatever it is, 8. You see how it works its way down?
Right.
Because now you don't have to worry about who's in, who's not. Now you can rank them. Like you can say, okay, well, because Michigan is undefeated, Washington State is undefeated, that would be 1 and 2, arguably. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, SMU is undefeated, but they're still a group of 5 program. So you make them number 11, and with whoever else 12, well, however it goes. That's just how I look at it. You don't have to worry about a popularity contest. You win, you win.
Right. Now, Coach, the only I mean I like it.
Liberty.
Only
Liberty's
problem,
other school. Thank you.
Problem with the limit you may have, Coach, is where you're gonna put the games and who's gonna pay for it in the bowl games. Because the problem is after they finish their championship, it's about a bowl game. So now, how do you put a playoff or these other games in those situations, and when the bowl games have to wait?
What do you mean? Say that again.
How does
say that again?
So say for example, right, the conference championship is over, right? Now they're getting into the playoffs. How they do the playoffs is each game is a bowl game.
Correct. I agree with that.
Right? So if you do a playoff and increase the more people, you're gonna have to add more bowl games or make sense.
No, you don't have to necessarily add more bowl games. You just think about it. The bowl games already exist. They already exist. They really do. The bowl games already exist. They haven't added any more bowl games since they did this playoff, have they? As you see right now, the very first bowl game is going to be the Rose Bowl. Is going to be who?
Either Bama and Michigan.
Exactly, and that's the first round of the playoffs.
Right.
That used to be a New Year's Six bowl, right? It's nothing changed. The only thing is
Bama's 4, right? Is Bama 4?
Yeah, Bama's 4. The only difference is that now you, instead of you playing 1 bowl game, you may have Bama that may play now in 3 bowl games, in essence, right? Right? The national championship, the semis, in the finals. You get what I'm saying? Because right now, if let's say Michigan plays in the Michigan, Alabama wins, they play in the Rose Bowl, then they're going to play in the what? The national championship. So technically it's 2 bowl games, right? In essence. I mean, it's the national championship, but it's still a, you know what I mean? It's still a such and such bowl, right?
Right. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Let me see here. I'm trying to see what is the national championship. What do they call it? What bowl is this?
I thought it was going to be the Rose Bowl.
I'm trying to see what is the national championship. Remember, it used to be the Fiesta, the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl was the national championship.
Yeah, you know they change it every year because they want more people to make.
They change it, but I'm just saying it's still a bowl, even though it's the national championship. It's a bowl. It's got a title. It's got a name to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all. Except the only difference is now the teams will play. One team will play in more of them.
That's correct. It's going to be Pasadena.
It's in Pasadena, California. Yeah, it's at the Rose. That's at the Rose Bowl too.
Right. It's at the top ranked University of Michigan will be heading to Pasadena. Oh no, that's the first game. It was January 1st. And then I don't know what the other one, the big one is. But I get what you're saying, but it's still looking like if we do it that way, we will add bowl games. We'll add another.
I don't think you have to add.
to
I don't think you have
12
to add. No, it's in Los Angeles. It's in Los Angeles. This game would be in Los Angeles. No, I'm sorry. That's 23. I apologize. 24. I apologize. It is the 24 national championship, not the 23. It'll be held in Houston.
Wow.
January 8th, yeah, held in Houston.
Yeah, it's in Houston. It's in Houston.
It's in Houston.
Oh boy, it brings conversation, Coach. It brings conversation. It brings fans out. But like the guy from Alabama said, they shoot each other. Alabama, that's crazy. And do you realize that it was a possibility that no SEC team would have made the playoffs? I think the world would have ended if that would have happened.
Of course, about money. About money. It's all about dollars. Dang, I just realized the thumbnail wrong. My thumbnail got 2023 on it. I need to change that. I just realized that. Dang. Coach out here slipping. I don't think nobody else spotted it either. But you know, Boston, we definitely need to chop it up, dog. Look, I'm already about to be on the 4-hour mark on this dang on thing. I was supposed to be here for.
Absolutely. So I appreciate it, man.
No, but for real, we're gonna chop it up, man. That's something we need to talk about. We gotta talk about a lot of stuff, man. But no, I'm telling you, it's big. It's big. Like it's nowhere in the world. You know, like shout out, big shout out. I want to say this too. Big shout out to Cedric Baxter. He let me do his commitment. He's actually playing for Texas. He's a running back right here from Orlando Edgewater. Of course, you know I had to tell him that story how we slapped him up. But yeah, man, like kids like that, it should be a big deal in this city, right? You got the homegrown dude, Cedric Baxter. Now, again, Orlando's a major city, but at least in his area, it should be a thing with a billboard or something. We got to start forcing these people to appreciate us, man. And I don't want to get on the private schools now. I ain't gonna get on the St. Thomas and all them schools now. That really pissed me off about certain things. That's a whole nother story, Boston.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, I appreciate you, man.
All right, brother. We'll talk, man. I'm gonna hit you up this week, probably tomorrow.
All right, Coach.
All right, man. Sure enough.
All right.
All right, big shout out right there, man. Boston. I'm about to get up out of here. Appreciate everybody that came by, everybody that donated, made it happen. We just talking. We don't really know. Well, we know now, but we don't know what's going to happen. You got to sit around and watch around, find out, and make it happen. So with all that being said, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me, man. We're going to talk it up, chop it up. A lot of recruits, a lot of decommits happening, a lot of commits happening, signings happening, coaches getting fired, coaches getting hired, coaches leaving, coaches saying whatever. It is what it is. So with all that being said, we'll holler at you. Y'all go check out my phone call I had with Coach Mike Norvell on Twitter, if you don't mind. Go check that out. And LMV, matter of fact, if you don't mind, can you find that on Twitter? And I want to put it in here if we can, that link, so they can go check it out. Interesting phone call. I did it last night. And I'll give it a few seconds. Let's see how fast you are, Ellen. Yeah, I caught you off guard with that one. Let's see if she got 2 minutes. Let's see if she can do it in 2 minutes. Let's see if Ellen can find it in 2 minutes. Somebody said they don't have Twitter. You don't have to have Twitter. If you click the link, it'll take you there. Let's see if Ellen can do it. If Ellen can find this and put this link up here in 2 minutes, bruh, I'm going to tell you something, boy. You might be getting a raise, Ellen. Let's see. She said, shout out to Whitney. Peace and love to everybody in the building. Come on, Ellen. 1:30, Ellen. Come on, Ellen. You could do it. If Ellen do this, I'm telling you, she's going to be like Swordfish. Y'all brought out Holly Berry movies. She's going to be like Swordfish, boy. She probably got about 3,000 monitors. She be typing, don't even be looking. God dang. She did it in less. Hey, pause it. She did that thing in less than a minute. Shout out to LFV, man. Y'all go click that thing, man. I love it, baby. Anyway, peace, love, and hair grease. I appreciate y'all. And that's what it is, man. Peace. When you pass me my cane juice, people done called up on here. Talking about they won't be mad if Miami went in. Man, please. Y'all crazy. I'd be mad if Miami was 13-0 and didn't get in because Emory Williams was the quarterback. Me and Coach Cristobal, we're going to have to mask up and go ride on our enemy. I like it crazy.